All right, welcome in, builders. See a couple people were already in here chatting. Hi, Mike Gould and Shinosuke. How's it going? Only the most patient in this video. I mean, there's no need to compete. Everyone can sit in the waiting room equally, I suppose. I did have one horrific thought earlier about this game. I bet you our little blood vampire unit that we get probably won't be on a mount. So long my dreams of free flying bat army. That's all right. We working on them? Yeah, we sure. Actually, no. I think you do have a bat. The dream's alive, boys. The dream's alive. Okay. We were back yesterday. I don't know what was going on yesterday. I literally was like, oh, it's Wednesday, so obviously we won't be back until Friday. I don't know. It's because we normally don't stream on Tuesday. It's been a week. That's all I can say is it's been a week. All right, I got to reorient myself here a little bit. So last time, we had kind of a rough start area. It was kind of weirdly divided. Like we kind of zigzag back and forth, and then we had to run over here to do a quest and to clear out an area. And then we found out these guys hated us, so we defeated them and vassalized them. We have started a second city. We are playing as... Get myself up here, but we are playing as the Rose Court, and the Rose Court is feudal aristocracy. So for each one of our heroes, we're going to want a city for them, and they will need to build their own armies. So another thing we really need to do is we really need to get another city started. It really needs to kind of go right in here. I'm kind of worried about this guy. I think we're gonna run up here and try to blop it and then come back to this siege, because I'm concerned that we're gonna get stuck here. We also have cranky bully hobbit lady who's probably gonna be another war in the very near future. So I'd like to get that town down and started. Maybe we can actually have some unit draft recruitment ready to go when we get that next hero, which will be in 3 turns, so probably not. Yeah, that's that. We had a negotiation, bonded vassal, sure. What else? And yeah, everyone's just mad at me because I'm making friends, basically. That's been the story of that. Okay, we have a population here. Are we wanting to stretch? I probably should stretch this one quick while I have it in mind before we zoom off in some other direction. Yeah, let's just do it. So that is about as far as I would want to go with this main city. So then on this side, 1, 2, 3, we'll connect the two. And pretty important that we do that so that we get the 20 stability and 20 extra gold from that. Hope I'm doing well. I might have some brain leaking out of my ears today. We have a piece of software that we have to work with that is, to say archaic is to give it far too much credit. It has the look and feel of like an early 90s Windows 95 application, Windows DOS application. And so we need to do like this very meticulous setup process that takes about 2.5 days, and it's literally like building these codes in a spreadsheet and then transferring them over, and you have to go through like a drop down tree for about 10 different things and make sure you don't make a single mistake. So I did that for 8 hours today. I have about 12 more hours worth of it to do, and it is pure misery. Last year we spent an entire day trying to find a different product that we could use, and every time we thought we were free, it would just circle back to this product, and there's just no escape. It is absolutely asinine. A great example of somebody with a crappy product with absolutely no competition. Okay, let's get that turn rolled. Oh, see if I can also get in here. Does it use punch cards? That might be more efficient, Union. That might be more efficient. Okay, I do think I'm going to go with the plan I was outlining here. I'm going to try to zip up here quick and get that other city. Yeah, look at that. People are plopping outposts. I think we're just going to plop something like right in here somewhere. probably right here. Well, that doesn't let me... Man! Shoo, everybody, get out of here. Mine. I want all this stuff. I'm less worried about that. Maybe we plop it right here. And we'll just piss them off anyways, but, you know, everyone hates me anyways, so what's the difference? How would I tell the difference? Okay, over here, we were getting ourselves a road set up just in case we ever have to get over and help our ally vassal. So we'll put in some road. Right, one more turn, then he'll be done. All right, you have both your low levels. What are you working on? Right, we need this to get finished basically before he can be useful. All right, is what it is. I was gonna say fine, but it's really not fine. All right, you are building a bathhouse, and we need the bathhouse. I was gonna say because we need to stay in happy so that we actually get some renown. We are not happy even with that. Ironically enough, we're kind of growing too fast to stay happy, so that's a little bit of a struggle here. Okay, well, you've already moved. You are producing. We have anything magic wise? All right, that's right. We bought our item at the end of last stream, which cost 300 mana. Right. And building wise, okay. Another thing I was also thinking, we didn't build our special blood altar. We could be getting an extra 10 mana for every victory. We would just need to find a place to put it that could get some farms. That's the thing. Like, you need to be turned over into a mine, so it could go like here maybe. God, you are way too close also. Okay, maybe we can get that grabbed at some point. Yeah, that is... Man, I am so crunched in here. I am really feeling like we are backed into a corner. I do not love that. We aging and wandering all over the place. Well, this... I mean, it does involve vampires, so this stream may suck. We'll see. I see a lot of fighting in our future. I see a lot of fighting in our future. All right, well, I'm gonna go for it. I'm in for a penny, in for a pound at this point. I want that. Actually, hold on. How many spots away is that? I gotta be a little careful of distance here. So 1, 2. Well, that's gonna be too far. 3. Could drop it here, actually. And then we could still try to reach that forbidden shrine if we wanted to. Okay, I went one too far on that. Oops. Okay, turn on your road building. Build your road. Turn off your road building. Good job, buddy. Now run all the way home. Okay, we produced the serfs quarters. Excellent. I don't want any of those units, so you're done with that. Yeah, you're just waiting, basically. All right, we can annex a province. Okay, like I mentioned, it's really important that we connect up here, so let's work on that. Okay, we have a farm here, and a farm could go here. That's probably as good as we're gonna get for farms. Oh no, we might be able to snag one more. Okay, so we could build a farm thing here. Again, I'm trying to get those special buildings down. I'm so terrible at that. And they're they are important in this game. Okay, can we create a bounty? I really don't care. Okay, next turn we'll get our blood cultist. We don't have any thrall rituals, do we? No. No, yes, we have clairvoyance. Okay, I don't need clairvoyance. That just shows us where the nearest infestation is. Good spell when you need it, but I just don't at the moment. We can't afford either... No, you guys are already running, aren't you? Yeah, flesh carved and blood drinking blades and obsidian. So sanguine focus is not going. Why are you showing... We're going no valid cardias. Well, yeah, there wouldn't be. Flesh carved rooms. We're running you, aren't we? Flesh carved rooms. I don't know why that's showing up over here. A little odd. How good are the AI at getting the bounty? No idea. I've never bothered to plop one because why would I want to give the AI money for getting experience for clearing something? That's at least my thought process. Okay, so we are out of move. Go. Apparently we're flying across some lava. There you go. That was almost like a flashbang. Are you taking damage? Is that why it ripped me down there? I'm not sure. Retrieve the horn, but where was that? Oh, right. We really can't do anything about that until this happens. Ah, yes. Sign of the Cleft Shield Aftermath. The shield is the constellation Baradier, the shield master, has restored itself. Your shield bearers' shields are equally mended. Smiths and armors repaired or reforged every broken targe or buckler in your realm. Defenders everywhere proudly bear their shields high once again. Having favored their sword arm over their shield arm for so long, they reacquaint themselves with the familiar role of protectors. Discontinuing the odd shield bash, this realm's shield bearers once again favor defense over attack. So we could block a bunch of draft and we would get an enchant that lets us do minus defense. That just seems garbage. Why would you build a shield unit if you didn't want him to have high defense? No thank you. Okay, Earthskin researched. I mean, I don't mind gargoyles. Like I said, I like the unit, but we already have our knights, so we already have our charge unit, and they're flying. So I think gargoyles are just out for this playthrough. We'll take the Wayfarer. It'll be cheap too. Okay, bathhouse is done. Giggity. We have so much to build here. Oh my goodness. Money would be really nice. I think we better get some research. We're definitely behind in research. Okay, you start heading that way. Okay, you go to here. Was this the right square? Yes. I really don't like building here, but needs must, basically. You're gonna piss someone off? Yeah, well, don't build next to my borders, and then you wouldn't be pissed off about it. How do you think about that, huh? Okay, while we're here, I probably should attack that first. Let's get some XP on the way out. Let's do a warm-up fight. Weren't the gargoyles the driving motion? No, the driving motion was the obsidian arrow enchantment, or obsidian weapon. 1 physical damage and extra bleed chance for both melee and ranged units. Yeah, I like gargoyles. They are a good early game unit, but we already have knights, so this is just going to be better. And if I can actually keep a unit alive, these can promote up into better knights. All right, so if I look at you, that may not stack how I thought it did, though, because we should have a 60% chance from the vampire tome and a 60% chance from the obsidian. So that may not have stacked how I thought it did. Which would suck quite a bit. What are you? What are you guys? Am I crazy? Why do I have extra units? I literally have no idea why that's the case. Sure, extra units, we love them. All right, move here. Wait, hit you. Yeah, let him think about that a little bit. Go home and think about what you did. You can chill there. Make sure we block. Also, kind of in the back. I want to make sure I get a charge off, so that's why I'm not putting them too far forward. All right, chill. Okay, so I have random allied units. Leader, yeah, defense. You have typically taken command of an independent army while in control of a free city. Oh, did they have... I had some friendlies near me? Maybe I just didn't notice that? I mean, sure, I guess. Alright. Well, you guys can be the bait. So, there you go. Head there, head there, head there. Is... Oh man, flyers are hard to click sometimes. Alright, nobody's in special range. Yeah, we remember having to fight these guys, or maybe it was the storm ones that were just immune to all of our range damage. Joke's on them, we have hardly any range damage now. Okay, let's start it off with you. We could dread him. I don't think I even want to, though. I think I just want to do damage here. We don't get XP. I don't believe we get XP if we end a combat with somebody mind-controlled. So in these early fights, when I'm just here for the XP, I don't really want to mind-control people. Or I need to cancel it before the fight's over. Man, flying units that have charge are so nice. These are just so mobile. I can just get wherever I want. We get our nice full charge bonus. Okay, and our support unit here. Let's hit the guy that we can actually hit. We sunder his defense. Perfect. Alright, we could kill him, but we'll probably take damage. I guess that's okay. Yeah, I guess that's okay. This build drives me batty. It is very thematic, I will say. I do, like I mentioned, I do have a little bit of trouble actually clicking on my units this way, but it's the price I'm willing to pay, I suppose. Alright, in turn. That's so weird. I guess I'm just not used to having friendly units nearby that I can control. Alright, so... fly to here. Give him the old debuff. Yep. And then you fly to there. Give him the old debuff. Nice. And then, or you can take the retaliation damage. No, you won't, because you get to charge. Those bats are pretty cool. I was ranting about this last time, but one thing I think that Age of Wonders 4 does so well is it just lets you be cool. You just get to be cool. You get a huge frost giant that can command his little ice goblins. You get a vampire with a flying bat army. Like, this would be like an in-game build in a lot of games. And here we are just having fun, just right off the bat. No pun intended. So, I don't know. That's one of the things I love about this game. It feels so flavorful. Okay, you. Yeah, we knew that was going to be an easy fight, and it was. I'm very concerned that the stacking of those procs did not work how I thought it would work. If that's the case, we probably shouldn't have gone stone. Let's actually see if we can open one of those units and make sure all of our enchants are up and everything. So if we look at... I mean, you should have it. Yeah, blood drinking blades. Okay, no, I take that back. You don't actually have a bleed on that. I thought that had a bleed on there. Okay, hang on. Then let's go look at our tomes. What did I not understand about the Tome of Vampires? I thought we had a bleed. Or is the bleed only on the support ability? Okay, that's a combat spell. That's a combat spell. This is the one we have. Extra damage, and if we hit things that are bleeding, we gain some temp HP. That's our unit. We have this up to, this is my world map healing and status resistance ignore. Yeah. Okay, never mind. I'm very happy. I'm very happy then. Because we wouldn't have the bleed chance on everybody without obsidian. That's a little weird that this doesn't give us a melee enchant. It only gives us the bleed chance on battle mages and supports, which is obviously not going to be most of our army here. Didn't like how they changed the series, but concede, yes, it's a cool feature. And, you know, I don't have tons of experience. I played a little bit of Age of Wonders 3. I actually submitted a bug fix about roads, and they fixed it for me. A bug save. So that was years and years ago. But Age of Wonders 4 has done very well for that studio, for Triumph. They originally were only planning to do season 1 of DLC, but it's been going really, really well, and hence that we've gotten more. And I think these are really high quality DLCs. One of them didn't quite have enough content. I can't think of which one it was off the top of my head. One of the more recent ones. But barring that one, I felt everything else has been pretty fair. I also tend to buy, because this is one of the few companies I actually trust, I tend to buy the season pass, so I get them a little cheaper. Rule of cool trumps everything. Well, especially if you're not playing multiplayer. You don't need the balance. Shinosuke noticed that Bruh was a member. Yes, Bruh finally was able to find the turn on gifted membership accepting. And my buddy here, Mike Wold, gifted him a sub. He got it in 1. Okay, so we started that. We got some XP. I don't think we want to fight that misery again. At least not yet. I do want to go siege you, so... yeah, we're healing plenty. We do have a lot of healing bonuses right now, so that's nice. Done and done. Okay, here. Normally I would produce more units, but because we're aristocracy, we cannot mix towns and people, so we just don't need anything else, frankly. Alright, you guys do what I told you to do. Yep, you can use your road. Hey, you, what is your problem? Yeah, just go on auto, man. Okay. Don't know what your problem was. Spells ready to cast 3. Fall Militia, no. Sanguine Focus. I mean, let's just get it up. It's only going to affect 2 units, so the upkeep's not going to be that bad. Let's just get it up and running. More bleed, better. Oh, and here's that third hero we were just talking about. Okay, again, we have... well, we don't have to, but I want only people who are from the Rose Court. So your race has to be Rose Court, because I want them to have our racial transformations. Okay, a nautical governor. This is not a nautical town, so you're out. A death knight. Okay, that's vampiric. A specialist governor. I am absolutely terrible about building those special improvements. That would be okay. Major ambition. Explore a gold wonder. I mean, that's doable. It's doable. Okay, you're out. Okay, not that they're watching me, but if they did, I do wish I had a drop down here or a filter where I could say something like, show me only Rose Court. Nope, nope, nope. Yes. A defender who's an arcane governor. Maybe. That hat looks really dumb on you. An elementus who's an industrious, or a scholar. I'm gonna be honest. Scholar's probably the easiest one. You're a spellblade. I think we're taking the Death Knight. All right, come here, my lady. Well, and do remember, this is only published by Paradox. This is not developed by Paradox. This is Triumph Studio. And one thing they have done very well is they don't break their game every single DLC. That is rather nice. Do we want to give you boots or do we want to give you a mount? Do we have a mount? I can't give you a mount because you have the wrong weapon type. Okay. We'll probably want to change that. Heartless, Liege Lord. Okay, so nothing crazy here. We're level 4, so we can already get our signature skill. Okay, as a Death Knight, we can curse people. We can inflict disease. We can inflict weaken. Okay. Disrupted. We could raise some undead. Okay. Knight. When this enemy when this unit lands an attack against a stack of strengthened, or we could get second wind. Second wind is really nice on melee people. Melee attack, extra defense. I'm probably gonna switch over to sword and board rather than a two-hander here. When we crit, we could get haste. Okay, I do kind of need to decide on that. All right, we are going to get the melee bite. I know that. Deal unblockable damage to a friendly target, and we could heal and gain strengthened. Draining bite removes defense and retaliations. You're not a free attack, though. Wait. Blood drain abilities have a 60% chance to stun. Right. All right, what are we going to pick here? Oh, you don't get the Master Vampire. Oh, I didn't even think about that. So they don't get the Vampire signature skills. They get just the regular stuff. Yeah. Okay. As a melee, soul drinking, zealous shield of face, the extra HP is not terrible. Still as stone can be kind of nice on defensive heroes. Inspiring killer is a nice one. We get that on a lot of items though. Maybe we are going chaos here. All non-hero units gain an extra 10% crit chance isn't bad. And then we can take Inspiring Killer. Take our bite. I do think I'll take the max HP. We have 2 points available. We'll get at least the curse unlocked. Okay, that is a free hit. Weakened or disease. Well, I can go both lines if I want. Frost damage, and not really feeling the frost damage. I like this drain ally thing just because that gives me 2 ways to heal for a melee hero. Let's go with that. Okay, and you blink just. Okay, we will have. We got anyone in here who hasn't had a character recently? Alfred, you have not had a character recently. Wink. We will have Duke. Alfred. Honik. And you look very Rasputin-y. Can we get you a little more armor maybe since you're actually a melee character? There we go. There you go. Yep, there you go. All right, Alfred. We will give you your dukedom when it's done. So go ahead and start heading that direction. Okay, trade proposal. I'm pretty sure you're like the only person who's friendly with us at the moment. Wizard bonds? Sure. Goodbye. I usually consider others my pawns to be used as I see fit, but you, Elder Sire Dolvthorn, maybe more than that. Aren't you the one that was our friend and then you backstabbed us? I'm not sure my heart's ready for another backstabbing. Meeting Vicious Manifont. Some may consider you a god. I do not. I know your weakness. I know how to make even the Gaudier bleed. Fear the power of Manifont, for your time has come. Sure. It's got a little of that short cat syndrome. All right, well, the world is turning against us quite rapidly. Par for the course in a Babel game. Okay, Sanguine Focus is coming up. We've got our research. We are building. We are building. We're going to need some money buildings. We are definitely in that money crunch now. Why is the scholar holding that lance like a javelin? Did he have a throwing weapon? I didn't even look to see what it was. Okay, here. Okay, this is going to be a little bit awkward because I'm going to need to pop somebody out to pop you in. It might actually be that we're not going to make any more bannermen from now on. Let's try it. Well, I don't need to do it yet. So here's what we'll do. You... And actually, I suppose you can join the fight too, because you can also get some XP. So come up here. Come up here. Get closer. Do it. You cannot reach. Wow. Imagine walking. Imagine walking. All right, I'm not gonna manual this unless I have to, so we'll auto this. Oh, we didn't lose anybody important. Cool. All right. And you... More of the spider. Okay, you're probably not going to be able to reach that one. Fight or flight? We could lose 2 thralls. And we could get the spider. I really don't care about the spider. We're really hitting rock bottom with the bare minimum requirement of not breaking the game every DLC update is considered noteworthy. Yeah, welcome to modern gaming, bruh. They are undead. Why not raise undead? Keeps you from losing units. Who's undead? My vampires, I believe, are, yes. And his last name, Pennyworth. Vampire thrall spider. These are dread spiders, not vampire spiders. All right. The question is, I think we're gonna go with the good. Like, we're hovering right around neutral. There's no reason to go evil. Everyone just hates you. It is XP though. Can I not see my alignment from this screen? I want the XP. Ow! I'm gonna accept that, but ow! Okay, then... You saw a movement? Yeah? You saw a movement? Plenty. Alright, come here. Bannerman out. You in. We'll still hang around. I'm just moving him to a separate group. Alright, and everyone who needs to heal can heal. Okay, cool. Alright, 1 turn on Arcane Institute. You guys get running. You got a long journey ahead of you, friend, because you need to come all the way to there. And actually, hold on. I should probably build roads. Well, actually, maybe I lucked out. Yeah, that road's basically there. That's probably close enough. Yeah, alright. Get over here. Okay, what's going on here? You're obviously stuck. Just literally fly over here. Take a look around. We could grab excavation. Extra vision range, force march. Actually, we probably should grab this. Founding or absorbing cities takes -2 turns. That's probably worth 100 Imperium, if I'm being honest. And we could start with an extra pop. Oh, I should have popped this. Dang it, I should have popped that before we did that one. We're likely to only build 1 more city. So, I don't want to overinvest in that at this point. We're too late. Okay, you are building. Yep, you are building. Okay, and chill. All right, our ruler leveled. Okay, we've got the domination on him. We took dreadful. We don't care about soulbound, and we said we didn't care about faithful right now. Okay, in here, siphon blood gains 2 range. That's not bad. That would make that a little more likely to get off on turn 1 or early turn 2. Drain from mirror. I don't need that as badly on this guy because he's a range. Reduce the cooldown of blood drain by 1 turn. Right now it is 3 turns. Or blood drain ability ignores defense and resistance from units affected by bleed or blood parasite. The amount we heal is based on the damage we do, right? So maybe ignoring that, a big strong one would be better than, although I guess on this guy, it's more of a CC thing. So maybe it would be better that we just have the cooldown reduced. I think I talked myself into that. I've been watching the TV, trying to calculate how much money I need to spend to get Bruh membership. Well, my plan was that you guys were going to have to send me 100 gifted memberships before Bruh would get one. And unfortunately, he got it on the first try after he started accepting them. I think YouTube knew. I like to imagine there was somebody at YouTube just rooting for Bruh to actually find the button. That is hilarious. Okay, I think that's everything here. We don't have any other items. Sanguine focus is ready. Give the enchant. I love how, like, these dudes look like Rasputin. I can't get that out of my mind. Alright, other rulers declaring rivalry. Okay, good. Our friend hates the bully. We like that. They sent a war party. Well. Send in a war party, eh? That's a funny way to say you want me to level up some more. You're angering me, Dalthorn. I'm warning you. If you keep going like this, I'll see an end to your reign right here. Alright. Karen the elf. Message received. We may not be so different after all, Dal. Your actions are promising. By all means, continue. Alright. What is your personality that you are the only person who's happy? Erudite Sage. She likes empires who don't break treaties. She likes empires with stronger research. She doesn't like empires that are at war, and she doesn't like empires with strong military. I got some bad news for you, Tsunami. I've got some bad news about the near future. Don't tell her. We just won't tell her, right? Yeah, we'll just ignore it. Va vampire, sucker of the bloody neck. I think we could workshop that a little bit. Okay, what are you showing me, game? That we're underground. Okay. It is good to know that the stupid person's down here. Okay, and Alfred is heading to his outpost. And he's gonna chill here. The outpost. Normally I like to build these things first, but, well, the work camp might be worth it. 1 additional pop for 3 turns. But that's 3 turns that we're not building a building. I think we just found the city. I need the buildings. That's our holdup. Okay, and governor here is gonna be Alfred. And Alfred, oh right, edit the house, that's right. Wolf Shield? Okay, I don't hate that. Let's edit that slightly. This will be Ulm Shield. And this will be the city of Ulm. Which is an actual city, bruh. I don't know if you saw my response to your comment in, I don't remember what it was, but yeah. Ulm was it's a real German city. I don't know if it's, oh, and then I canceled it. Ulm. Again, how nice is it that I literally can just go in and edit these things? That would have been like a restart or something in another game. And I kind of like this. We just have like a big, like full plate helmet that's red. Nice heavy black steel. Confirm. Okay, and I think we start with the workshop. Whoops. And then I'm gonna want both of these. I'm gonna, okay, remind me to change this later. I'm gonna drop a farm, but that needs to be a mine later. All right, you guys run. Okay, you are saying that you're done again. All right, am I gonna invest in excavation? I think the answer is no. I was hoping to do some underground stuff, and it just doesn't seem like it's in the cards. So this guy just can't figure out how to get out of here, so I just need to manually get him out. Every once in a while, scouts get stuck underground or in the shroud for whatever reason. Okay, here I need to... Where's the war party that they were sending? Oh, there he is. Whoops. Hey, friendo. I wish I could attack you. Okay, Wayfinder enchant, sure. Okay, and next here. Okay, now we have a little bit of a decision to make here. As I mentioned, I didn't have any time to playtest. Normally, I playtest through tier 3 tomes before I do a game. Okay, Mayhem might be an interesting one. We could work on stacking Misfortune. I do like the Misfortune type builds. Gremlins, not really our thing. Not much else in here. The Incite Revolution could be kind of cool. Revelry is even more. We have Blood Fury weapons. This is extra physical damage, which is what we're focusing on. On kill, adjacent enemies gain 2 bleeding. I didn't even know it did that, if I'm being honest. Scald, we probably are not going to have room in our armies for Scalds, if I'm being honest. Maybe. Units in friendly army gain 30% experience. That would be really good for us. We could maybe get our guys leveled up. Okay, I'm selling myself quite heavily here on Revelry. Morale's kind of whatever. At the start of battle, attacking units gain 10 morale. Defending units get 2 bleeding. I mean, this does feel pretty vampire, right? My other thought was maybe dungeon, weirdly enough. Because, which one is it? One of these gives, not that one. Cave walk, yeah. Well, while above ground, we gain 10% damage. It's just 10% damage as a blanket buff. But we didn't get any cities underground, so we couldn't really use anything else. I do think this would be really, really good if you did a vampire run that started underground. I think this would be really strong, and it's because of that. Because you could get that just no strings attached, 10% extra damage above ground. And you'd have cave walk, which is kind of nice. But I don't think this is going to be for us. Okay, artificing, the only thing I like here is this for extra crit chance. That's a maybe. No. Okay, shades maybe. Shadow blades can ignore 50% of defense and resistance if people are blind. Get some extra evasion. Chance to bleed. This knowledge thing might be useful. So Tome of Shades is a maybe. Okay, weirdly enough, something like Tome of Fertility isn't actually that bad. And it's mainly just because we could use Restore the Land if we had crappy terrain. Temple of Fertility would stack with the food. We already get food per pop. This would be even more. Draft is really needed. Extra food would just be good. Okay, so Fertility is a maybe. Not really looking at the other stuff here. This also is kind of on theme because we're like the Court of Roses, so the plants aren't too bad. Van Helsing, Protector of the Blood Sanguine. Keep workshopping it. I just gained a small revelation that Babel will be a famous VTuber. Talking Tower of Babel. I actually, if I had any skills to make one, I would make an avatar that has the tower and then has a thundercloud. And then whenever I talked, it would make the thunderbolt hit the tower. That's what I would make if I had talent. I am not blessed with talents. Okay, Glades. I like Glades, but I don't think that's it here. Famous. Again, Famous would be really cool because we could just fill our sunless land with mists and just make it miserable for our enemies to fight in our territory. That's a maybe. Virtue. Okay. And I did say that I do like the idea of some of the order as like the oppressive order side of it. And we could get those one spooky knights that are higher tier. None of these really do it for me. Those are not doing it for me. Okay, we're not really going to do the undead stuff. Not that. Okay, Doom Herald's another one that could work if we're going to go with the morale stuff. Cruel weaponry, yeah, it does extra damage. I'm feeling the Revelry, if I'm being honest. It's either Revelry or we take the Fertility. I think those are the two we're taking. It's just in which order. The Fertility does help our cities grow and get that extra draft. We don't need Restore the Land right now. Another farm improvement. We're already kind of drowning in those. Friendly units within 2 hexes gain some regen. That's not terrible. I think the Revelry does it for us as a starter, though. Living Shadows is really thematic. Yeah, it could be. How does Restore the Land work? I would assume those would be fine because we have forests that are in the Shadowlands right now. You can stack multiple things. Like you can have misty forests in gloom. I know that's a thing you could do. So I assume we would be okay. How much order do we need for Tyrant Knights? I think it's 4 order to pick the tome. Blessed with the spreadsheet hand. Yeah. I'm feeling it in my spreadsheet hand, let me tell you, after today. Yeah, let's go Revelry. I just think this is good. What do we have here? Food and draft, things that we need more of. Also counts as a farm because of course it does. All right, you're in.
Nothing instills more doubt in an enemy than a foe who revels in battle. The warriors who feast upon the carnage, they are the ultimate victors of war, no matter the outcome. Take glory in the fray, and care not who wins.
There you go. Okay, so we got lucky. We got the Blood Fury weapons right off the bat. So, extra physical damage. On kill, adjacent enemies to the target gain 2 bleed. You know, actually, you make a really good suggestion with the shadow thing, because we're going with pure physical damage on our guys. Being able to ignore half their defense if they're blind would be really powerful for us. We'll have to think about that when we unlock our next tome. That's a really good argument for that. All right, Blood Fury, you're in. Okay, Ulm has been founded. Sure has, sure has. All right, we built the Arcane Institute, I believe. We are going to need some money. We are going to have some money problems here. Market. We need to get these other things down so bad too, though. We do have a body that would give us some mana. In this domain, vampires gain plus 10 hit point regeneration on the world map. It also gives us the ability for heroes in the crypt to be resurrected. The Soul Forge, we definitely could do some crafting. Vampire Chambers, +1 starting rank for every tier 1 magic or origin unit. That's the normal wizard tower thing. Unlocks summoning tier 2. Unlocks blood transfer ritual. That's right. And we needed that. We needed that because that's the heal vampire, right? Yeah. Yeah. And a abattoir. +2 knowledge per hero in prison. We have 2. Heroes in prison can be converted. Heroes in prison can be consumed to grant experience to your heroes. We'll be right back. Don't even worry about that. I'm sending some dinner invitations out. Yeah, don't even worry about it, guys. Also, apparently we have some more expansion. Man, I left this territory for my AI friend to get, and they haven't taken any of it. Okay, I do want to get a water one so that we can also build the water buildings. How far are we? We've already stretched far enough that way, I would say. Yeah, I think that's fine. Neither of you can be... Man, we really don't have a good spot. Unless I can build that special here, maybe? Maybe. All right, let's get... Oh, another mine. Mines are really good for me. We actually kind of need another quarry, though. Let's get the quarry. We'll just get that for now. We need to get out here and clear that. Did we ever get seafaring? No. Give me seafaring. I need to go clear this. We're also going to need to clear this, so maybe we'll make him in charge of getting that dealt with. Hey, we've got our vassalage up and running. Cool. Your dominion is invaded. Yeah, I see him. I see him. I think that's going to be it. Hey, Drew, how's it going, man? She right? The warriors who feast upon the carnage are the ultimate victor. Just look at the orcs in Warhammer. Do they seem miserable? No, they're like the one person who's happy. They're like literally the only people who are happy about it. It's ironic that you said that, bro. What I was actually thinking about when she was saying that, has anyone in here ever read Gantz? Gantz, when they meet the, I think it was the Osaka crew, where they've all, well, I won't spoil it, but they really, really enjoy the fighting. I won't spoil it in case anyone hasn't read Gantz. Hyper violent, just if you're not into that. Okay, we can't do anything here. Wait. Did they ever finish that series? I remember I read it like over a decade ago, and I got to current, but then like nothing ever seemed to come out. Fame Province has been captured. Oh, how dare her. Actually, double how dare her. That's my mana. Alright, so we have a mole, aspirate knight, an evoker, and 3 little dudes. Alright, can you make it close enough? No. I was gonna see if we could get him some XP too, but keeping him here, make sure his town is safe is also valid. Alright, hold on. Where's my you? Can you make it in range? Also a no. Also a no. Okay. Get as close as you can. Alright. Num num. Actually hand. Not num num. You num num. Manual. Yeah, it's going okay, Drew. I'm feeling very surrounded by people who hate me. So standard for Age of Wonders, basically. But that's okay. We will just eat them one by one. They just don't understand that they're power leveling me. And really, we have yet to start the power leveling, because one of the features we have is Dalv here actually siphons experience from his other heroes. So once our other heroes are up and running, Dalv is gonna level like crazy, because we'll be able to siphon extra XP into him. All right, so this is my blood codes. I will say another thing with the bats, I can't see any difference hardly. They all look the same to me. I can't tell the units apart, so I have to just go by the symbols. Okay, Dagger of the Right. Sustain 5 unblockable damage, gain 60% damage, gain Resurgent, die at end of turn. Okay, interesting. Scarlet Plague, sustain damage, gain 2 blood parasites for 3 turns, and bleeding. Okay, that does take 3 actions, so we have to lure them close enough. That's a little hard to do. And then we can have hemorrhage bolts. Okay. Done. Yes. What level is he now? 6. We are 6. We are definitely behind where we should be. Too much running back and forth at the beginning. At the beginning of the game, you really would prefer to take like one fight a turn, if at all possible. All right, they are gonna get the Alpha Strike most likely. Let's just see if he'll come forward. No. What are you doing? You're hitting me with lightning. Okay, yes, he would come forward. All right, well, for you who are about to die, moles riding ponies. Yep, I've been on the internet. Fair enough. Okay, I do want you to not exist anymore, so what if we put a hex back on you? And we just get just a little bleed. A little bleed. 1 bleed. Okay. 2 bleeds. All right, we like that. We like that a lot. All right, next. Got a charging unit in there. Yep, give him a little tap. Little tap. Oh, nice. We did. Okay, we got 4 because we had 2 stacks of bleed. Yeah, so the better if we could get to the 5 stacks of bleed, that means we'd heal 10 HP for the hits. That's pretty good. All right, Bannerman. I probably should have attacked you earlier. Get that Sunder on. Or not. All right, and my mage is out of range. I gotta be careful. They love to kill mages. All right, go to here. Give him a tap. And miss. Wow. Okay, you. Yes. Okay, we still have our 2 defensive units. Go here and finish. No, not finish. Okay, the bleed should kill him. Unfortunately, not before he actually gets a turn. All right, we'll go up here and we'll base 2 of these. And just for the sake of not turning our back against everyone, we'll attack that guy. All right, that was the furthest we can move. A whole bunch of people that are immune to it. We'd kill the one guy. 40 damage. You know what? That's probably worth it. That is just so much damage on that spell. 40 damage plus a couple bleeds. That is a lot of damage on a level 1 spell. Surrounded by enemies is a staple for a Babel Forest stream. Yeah, seems to be the case. Oh, I never noticed that. Units without Heartless and Sunless terrain regenerate -5 hit points per turn on the world map and only receive 50% temporary HP when healed in combat. That's actually a nasty debuff for people. Only getting half of your temporary HP. Also, you're killing my freaking swords guy. You absolute jerk. I did not think they were going to be able to do that. I cannot keep these swords guys alive for the life of me. Or the life of them, I suppose. Alright, well, to wit, come over here and heal him. Boo is all I have to say about that. Big boo. Okay, fly closer. Let's see if we can siphon off of him. Dominated for 3. You'll love to see it. Alright. Give him a little tap, buddy. Okay, my charger unit. He probably needs to just go right now. Yeah, you just need to go as soon as possible. The time of the mole is over. Go right there. No, let's get behind him to pin him. Attack. You base as many of these as we can. I can't get over the fact that we lost another sword guy. That is rough. That is really rough. All right, aggressive move, but I want to be in position to actually try to get a Scarlet Plague off. Kill him. Yep, get out of here. Get out of here. Enter. All right, Drew, have a good meeting. Best of luck. Yeah, but raising him as undead isn't really that useful to me. Remember, my units are not undead yet. Only my leadership is. We need to get the tier 3 or 4 vampire tome to get that. The time of the mole is over. Now it's the time of the bat. Nobody saw that coming, bruh. Little bat humor for you there. Yeah, as themed as we are, if we pull open my Bannerman, we are just dudes. Yeah, we are just dudes right now. We are not undead. If we open our leader here, we will see, it's this one. Yeah, he's undead here. So the other ones are not. So that gives us Heartless. So yeah, just as food for thought, these guys actually heal a little slower in that Sunless Land, but it's countered by being my territory, which gives you a bonus. Kind of a 6 of one, half dozen of the other situation. All right, hop behind them, squish. Hop in front of them, squish. Beautiful, although we got stunned for it. All right, Mr. Mole, come over here and get him. Yeah, how do you guys like it, jerks? Okay, we have no place that's going to be a good shot, so we'll just move up. Okay, got the kill at least. Double miss? I don't love that. I don't love that at all. I'm just gonna kill those off. I don't feel like taking another round of hits. God, that sucks so much. Do we want to recruit an evoker? No. If you dismiss them... Yes. You have scouted some equipment. Orb of Construct Slaying. Alright. Disenchant fodder. Alright, Bannerman, back in the army. Alright, city. We are kind of sort of close to going up to tier 3. It is boosted already. Man, that's a hard choice. My academy's boosted too. All right, we're gonna go for the academy, so I will make a shield unit. I was gonna say let's hold off and just try to get a tier 3, but no. Okay, you are my special bat who needs help. There you go, little buddy. There you go. Fly away from there. Fly free. All right, you are sad because we lost our guy, but we killed that. Okay, let's get ready to siege him next turn. Oh goodness, there were 9 units. I thought one of those 2 units had walked away. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, uh-oh. 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 That might be really, really bad. That might be really, really bad. Okay, well, prison, let's celebrate by doing some sacrifices. So you, how do I do that? Devour, I assume. Have a vampire consume the hero, granting an experience and moving the devoured hero into the crypt. This will impact relations. Oh. I mean, how much do I care? I care some. All right, fine. We won't eat the monkeys. Never get to have any fun around here. Okay, we can finally connect these two up, and I want more farms. All right, now we should see... Yeah, global bonus. This is going to be our Imperial 20, and we should see a plus 20 from gold. Yep, 20 from gold. So we now have the Imperial bonus up and running here. So free 20 money is very, very nice. Okay, you finally hit tier 2. Okay, so here we want... I think we'll do a Blood Cultist and a Bannerman, and then we'll do one Knight once we can afford it. So we'll just queue up one for now. All right, building-wise... Let's get the library. The more research sooner is better. You heard it here first. 3 gold per unit, tier of unit killed in combat. I don't hate it. Vassals give extra 10 gold. I have 2 vassals, so that's not terrible. But either way, I cannot afford either, so nada. All right, get in my crypt. Please do not put me in the crypt. I am in big danger here. What do you have? Okay, at least there's no hero. We could probably do this if we go 100% sweat mode. Maybe. Please don't attack me. That is my biggest complaint about Age of Wonders 4. I really dislike... Once you're out of the very early game, I feel like I just need 3 heroes that glue each other's butts together, and I have to move all 3 as just one unit. Why not just let me have one unit of 18, or one squad of 18 units, and don't have reinforcing in combat, or something? I don't know, I greatly dislike that. That's my one complaint with the game. I love the early game when we're having these fights. I don't like it when we have to get to the point where I just need 18 units in every fight. Alright, they declare war. The green one. That is not great, because the green one's the one that keeps bubbling up from over here. I don't even think we have eyes on you particularly. That is not the green, though. That's not them either. Hey, why were they coming out of over here, then? Crimson? Oh, no, that's me. I want to know where your home city is. Not discovered. Oops. Double oops. Okay. I'm a little less worried that they're not underneath my feet, but I'm not in good shape for a war, if I'm being honest. Are you not building anything? You should be building defenders. Probably 2 of them. Based on how fast I lose those. Okay, you guys run over here. Okay, they didn't attack me, so that makes me happy. Okay, 3 more units. Really crappy 3 units, though. We haven't started the siege. I think I'm going to play it safe here. Let's pull back to where we can support each other. If I lost him at the beginning of this other war, that would be really, really bad. And then you appear. Oh, via water. All right, well, there's no way I win this fight, unfortunately. We'll just have to auto that. That sucks. And we don't have walls or anything, so they were able to get right in. Man, I didn't see where they had gone. And they were all just literally off my shore with, like... Yeah, this is exactly what I was just complaining about. He basically has 3 stacks. That is really, really bad. Okay, you are a miner. I'm gonna walk away from you because we're gonna have to go try to defend this other area. We are in big danger here, unfortunately. My horrific map placement is coming back to bite us hard. Okay, over here. I'm gonna try not to piss her off, and we're already touching this anyways. I could use the money. Okay, that was my replacement coming out, yes. Just chill. We made a market, now we're making an academy. I think we're just gonna have to pop a couple units out here, even though it's not ideal. Yeah, there's nothing I can do there. Okay. We could afford Earthkin. I don't love how this looks, but it's fine. Extra 1 defense would be nice. Give my scouts extra movement. Let's get the extra scout stuff for now. That's just cheaper. Okay, did my hero die? And I think the answer is yes. They murdered him in cold blood. Because I don't think I can get you back, right? Oh, nope. There, he's in that other one. I never thought about that. So, does that just mean that house doesn't have a leader? Like I said, I've never played aristocracy before, so I don't know how that works. A new thing available, we get city cost 20. Okay, we will take that right away. Cheaper buildings is very good. Age of Wonders stacking. Yeah, I do not like the Doom stacking at all. It is by far my least favorite part. I mean, and like right here, this is a prime example. Like, I just literally can't fight this, like, at all. My vassal here can help, but they have literally like 6 units, 7 units, so they're not going to be super helpful. I guess I need to sick both my vassals. So if I go over here, cooperation, go after him. Got a little while before they're ready, and then you, cooperation, go after you. Okay, that's always something. Good morning, Rue. So the Planet Falls, where I saw stacking becoming a real issue, but simultaneous turns to ambush stack ups as I split to move. Ugh. You're not wrong, but that's still annoying. And Slice, thank you very much for the gifted membership. Congratulations to Hasselvers. Make sure to say a thank you to Slice. Thank you, Slice. People have been very generous lately. I really appreciate that. We had kind of a slow month last month. I know I just didn't get the amount of videos out, but hopefully things will be turned around here. Okay, let us waste one more time. Okay, yeah, you've already... Can I make a pronouncement against you? No. Alright, get out of my face, elf. Nobody likes you. Okay, as usual, the Eldritch Horror is my only friend. Feels about right. We'll make a deal, sure. We'll be friends. So we're friends with the Giant and the Eldritch Horror. Just the misfits here. I'm gonna declare friendship with you. Yes. And you know what? I probably should do that with our other friend. Yeah, let's do that too. I don't need them backstabbing me. Okay, build faster, please. That's all I can say there. Alright, we've already moved what we can do there. Okay, she's mad because we're in war that we didn't start, as usual. Oh, the Mount Merchant. Don't eat my rose court. What do you got? This event is so good. It always makes me feel bad when I actually pay for mounts. These contracts would add it to our race as if we had taken the 2 or 3 point trait. So like here, if I didn't have bats, I would probably buy the griffins. Griffins, unicorns. And then these are just one-offs. I don't want any of those at the moment. So nothing here that I actually want this time. How have I been enjoying? I mean, I'm like 3 hours in, bruh. Ain't no time. Ain't no time, unfortunately. Yeah. It's very hard to put out content on a game like that I haven't played, and I wasn't a big EU4 player. The people who are putting out content all had early access to the tune of hundreds or thousands of hours, so I'm gonna be a couple months probably before I could really realistically try to do that. The gift is kind of ironic. What is that? Oh, yeah. Okay, next. Yeah, that is in the turn. All right, let's see how bad this goes.
City stability in one of your cities is running low.
Sure is.
This will reduce the city's income and may
It sure will. All right, so they want me to go up in size. Our money's actually okay. I think I need to drop palisade walls here though quick, just so we don't have that happen and make them siege it for a turn or two at least. All right, these poor idiot humans that have to walk everywhere have literally done nothing this game except for run back and forth between these two cities. And we're going forth again. All right, you... Nope. Nope. You hop in there. Okay, one turn on a knight, nothing else I can do. Blood Fury weapons, cool. I don't care. Revels of Carnage, yes, we'll get that. Wayfinder enchant, sure. We're actually doing okay on mana income, I would say. Get those Blood Fury weapons. All right, I'm gonna hold off on this for now. I don't have a place for them to even get troops. Maybe we can get his body back. Okay, vision, gain extra knowledge. So we do have 2 Whispering Stones, so that would be 30 knowledge. That's not nothing. Some gold for kills, some extra gold for vassals, extra food from farms. I think I'm gonna take the knowledge. Hey, we're up to 3 renown at least, which means my mines grant Imperium now. That is not terrible. And he's going to auto-complete this at some point when the city continues to grow. What's your thing? Extra defense and resistance. Yeah, that's fine. Nothing stellar. I do wish that those renowned things were a little more balanced. It seems like the harder ones should have a much better payoff. Compared to, like, I need to defeat some things on the ocean, or I need to dig underground, which are kind of just give-me's. Friendship was declared. Aww. The Eldritch Horror thinks we're cool. Flourishing Vassalage, okay. Mana Font sends a war party. Okay, that one's far enough away we can probably ignore that for now. Your actions... Okay, we're just happy. Good diplomatic approach is assured victory. Sure is. And then she's mad that we're making friends. Okay, how are we doing here? Not great, not great. It would be really nice if our vassals and us arrived at the same time, because I literally can't beat 18 units. Like, this just isn't going to happen. Well, maybe if I could take this unit out before they have a chance to respond, we could fly over and eat those mage locks. Hey. I think we might, well... We won't own the city by the time I get over there, unfortunately. Yep. Infestation. Please don't. Yeah, we sit in some trouble. All right, we failed our quest because of them. Yep, makes sense. All right, you guys. Zoom, zoom. Ditto. Okay, so we have 11 units of somewhat dubious quality. Let's go with that. All right, get my new weapon enchant. I like the little blood stuff circling on them at this point. Okay, then I think we're gonna ready to call militia. Bodies is bodies. Okay, I do not want you at the moment. I don't want a bounty at the moment. Been invaded? We sure have, game. We sure have. Okay, he has a scout behind me. I wish I would have noticed that earlier. Okay, 2 turns on the academy. All right, we cannot stop pumping units at this point. Let's get another blood cultist. Apparently one of my scouts decided to fly right into the middle of the enemy. Cool. Good job, AI. He went and cleared out those ruins. I don't love that.
Your Empire's mana income is getting very low. If you run out of mana, you will not be able to cast spells.
That is true. That is true. Alright, we're gonna zoom zoom. I did leave a unit in there. Alright, we'll try to get that started next turn. Alright, you have a shield unit. You're building another shield unit. Yep, we did lose a bunch of stuff, game. That is true. Okay, I'm gonna hold on to that spell for the moment, so don't care about that. Don't care about that. Done. I hope they can't catch me over there with other units. That was, again, a little bit of a flub. I gotta be a little more careful when I'm zooming forward that we're not bumping into enemy units like that. They are sieging my ally, but they have 2 turns on that siege. So hopefully we can kill the unit that was here. At least, although now I don't see him, so I don't know where he went. If you die, you die. That's true. You gotta be careful about that. Alright, you go to here. Lost soul. A presence obscure in the air, but its form is veiled. The soul will only manifest on greater wills like those of heroes and rulers. Okay. You, what do you want? A spirit appears before you, babbling and flailing in fury. Her voice rises in a bitter rant. Cursed be he. May his schemes fester and poison his own blood. May his bile burn him from within. He wanted me dead, for he coveted my kingdom. And now I am dead, and my kingdom is his. Know this, the one who reigns in Prepidonmum is no rightful ruler. I will not depart this world until I get my revenge. I'll avenge you. Alright. Probably won't get to that, but you never know. It could happen. Alright, we will absorb you. Man, I have to pay 200 of my Imperium to get my own dang city back. Feels bad, man. Alright. We will take some walls, and we will rush the walls. Now they can't just insta-give me like they did there. Alright, the other thing that would help us over here is this. Let's get the Shadowlands up and get that defensive going. Alright, I can't go any further, so they're gonna just have to hold out for at least 1 turn. I could go here safely and still get reinforced. Okay, we produce the academy. Alright, let's go up. Let's go up in tiers, I think. Well, we're having that mana problem. Let's get the crypts. That'll give us a little bit of mana. Hope your allies live. Yeah, well, I just hope they take a lot of them with them. Okay. No, I don't want that. Is under siege. Yep, I'm working on that. Yep. Lo and behold, a god ear comes before me this hour, he ponders aloud while gesturing towards the ground. In accordance to the great plan, I bid you welcome, Elder Sire Davthorn. But what is it you bid us in return, I wonder? Okay, so apparently her and the guy who stole her kingdom are both ghosts. All right. Sucks to be you guys. Now, they've got 2 turns, or had 2 turns on their siege. I believe they have 1 more left. Yeah. All right, how far can we get? Can we get close enough? Okay, my scout that got himself killed is back. Sure. Heal up. You. Okay, you can get in range. Okay, yep, remember when I built that road and I said, I'll probably never need this? That's what we call foreshadowing. All right, monkey's gonna help us. All right, monkey help us all. These are the battles I don't enjoy. They're just too clunky. They're too clunky. I deleted your screw up post? I didn't delete anything. I think in 2 years I've deleted like a couple scam posts and like 1 rude guy. That's it. Gore shadowing. Okay, so okay, so we're inside the castle walls somehow. All right, let's flip this to be more of what we're used to. All right, you're a scout unit. I actually think we can win this pretty handily. Okay, let's do it. Zoom, zoom. Archers, zoom, zoom. Let's hold the wall here. In position. They do have a Harrier, okay. Flying will be really nice in here. That is for sure. She also has the wall upgrade, so... That says on fire. Okay, that could be a little less subtle, if I'm being honest. I did not notice that. Thank goodness I brought the tooltip up there. Okay, you... It would be hilarious to mind control that spider. Take me over here. Let's get that started. Okay, and hopefully they can take that top flank and we can take the bottom flank. Alright, done. Yes. Was there a setting? I swear these used to actually just be the AI. Was that just a setting that I'm imagining? Here. There. You have a... What are you? Twin... Okay, you are... What class are you? A champion. Alright, the champion with the mage items. Ugh. These monkeys, man. These monkeys. Pretty sure you can do it. You did. No, well, apparently of all the things that hit, the spiders decided to attack the unit that has the anti-large retaliation. I'm down. Now the question is, though, where did these guys come from? Because after we win a big battle like this, we want to go attack their home city, but I literally don't know where they came from. I thought they were underground below me. So I have literally no idea where their home base is. I mean, I guess they still could have come up from underground. That just doesn't tell me where they started. Okay. Spider, you first. Alright, you... Man, you actually were really smart. I wanted to mind control him, but if I mind control him here, he already used his jump. So I'm not going to be able to get him out to go somewhere more useful. Clever girl. Gets rid of his retaliations. Almost kills him. Finish him off. Alright, I don't hate that start. Alright, you guys. Run. Ditto. Alright, our leader still has a turn. Okay, you guys have a net. Let's reach out and nip. Just a taste. Resisted my dominate. Alright, well. There you go. Alright, you guys are anti-large, so unfortunately he's gonna be good against all my flyers. Zip up here. Hit him. Very nice hit. I think we take the kill here. I feel like we have the advantage in this fight, so we should push it and not try to be too defensive here. Alright, go take that unit. We're just gonna have to accept that we're gonna have to fight pikes with somebody at some point. It's just gonna happen. Right here, and then finish him. Nice. Low morale. Do we not have blood? Okay, no, blood free. There they are. Okay. So on kill, adjacent enemies gain 2 bleeding. Okay, so it doesn't say have a chance. It just says gain bleeding. So you did not gain bleeding. You did, however. Okay. That's because you are copper golems who are immune to bleed. Yep, checks out. Oh, have the AI controlled by AI. Yeah, I wouldn't mind that. Although, I mean, frankly, I'm going to be better than what the AI would probably do. Okay, so you here. Take a pot shot. And miss. You go ahead and do a... No. Is that an awakening? No. Give me the awakening. That'll give us extra range on the archers who have fire in front of them, unfortunately. This fire is super annoying. Yes, go here. I really don't want to step in that fire. I gotta make some room so that we can get in position. Okay, maybe I shouldn't have woken them that soon. Target obscure fauna transforms into stinger. Okay, we don't have any fauna. You're done. Yep. Gotcha, Sanosuke. Yeah, it's weird to me, but I don't know if I've ever actually had friendly units in a fight that I was in that I didn't auto. Normally they only show up in situations like this, and normally at that point we're just steamrolling and I don't really have to fight the fights. $18 damage. Feels bad, man. Okay, thank you for not hitting the same unit. I appreciate that. I don't appreciate you. Froze one of my units. Boo. Alright, starting with you. Yeah, I would just like it if that hero didn't exist anymore, please. Yeah, get out of here. That actually even felt a little smoother. I've always had a problem with the zoom cam, the kill cam, being like super low frame rate for some reason. Like it's supposed to be kind of slow-mo, but it's slow-mo plus like 5 frames a second. Like super low normally. I don't know why it does that, but that felt a little better actually. Maybe they've smoothed out whatever that problem was. Okay, we do have a heal, and I do think I need to heal him. So if I fly to here, let's give him a little juice. Could I have a sword unit? Oh, I guess this is a shock unit. Could I have a unit survive a combat, please? Yeah, let's keep working on that. Okay, you fly over and goink. If it bleeds, we can kill it. Alright, Scarlet Plague. We can actually hit somebody with him. Alright, so if we kill him while Scarlet Plague is on him, we should get a free maggot. We would like that. Right, you guys apparently walk into the fire. Oops. Alright. Is what it is. Alright, I don't want to give you freebie hits, although I guess it doesn't matter because you're going to hit somebody I care about anyways. Alright, we'll just keep you based. Okay, and his bleed did add another blood parasite. So that answers another question that we had. Very, very nice then. So we put blood parasite on something this guy can bleed, but I think we can put a blood parasite on things that can't bleed, and then we can add more. I think that's the interaction that will work. We could also do a spell here. 10 physical damage, and we could kill that guy and hurt both of these. I could do it on this full life guy too. Let's do that. Yeah. Just a lot safer. I would sure like it if you bled out this turn. You're gonna take 20 damage. You're not gonna bleed out this turn. That makes me sad. Alright, Shinosuke, see you in a bit. Okay, we have some healing. 30 temp hit points. Yes, please. I should have moved you out of the fire. I think the monkeys were just born in the fire at this point. We're just committed to the bit. Alright, start killing the warhounds. Oh, got that lucky crit. Never mind. Get out of the fire. Okay, you... I am so confused about what the AI is trying to do with this unit. Frostwind Evocation. I do like that quite a bit. Alright, do it to them. You... There's just literally no way for me to get down without going through the fire, so just suck it up. Suck it up, monkey. Alright, I will say that this combat's going pretty well. I'm pretty happy with this. We just need to figure out where these guys came from so we can go raise their city. They're Reavers too, so where... I'm 99% sure they came out of that cave, so we just gotta trace it backwards. We're on Pangea, so it's not like there's another island that they're on or anything. I was so not worried about them that I didn't really make it a priority to figure out where they were from. I'm regretting that now. Okay, right off the bat, let's kill you. Do I get my blood maggot? I do! Alright, what do you know, blood maggot? Melee attack, corpse guards. That's right, you can eat corpses. Gain strengthened, gain bloated. Deal an extra 5 physical damage. Alright. He has all my enchants. Ooh, I was not expecting that. Parasitic blow. When this unit dies, adjacent enemies take 10 extra damage. I have a 90% chance to get blood parasite. I'm liking it. Okay, so you could be the person who takes the hit from these guys. Alright, now that they don't have any retaliation, we will try to click on other units. Alright, you guys are bleed immune, I'm pretty sure. Get in there. Archers up here. Finish them off? Maybe? Lucky crit? No lucky crits. Okay. Yeah, just finish him. Yeah, all that negative morale. That's what we like to see. All right, zoom zoom. Yes, I will engage that. He's just running around marking me with this guy. Right, delve. Alright, it's on fire, but we are flying, so we should not be affected by that. Let's go ahead and put our link up on their other hero, or one of their other heroes. And we'll go ahead and do Dread. We're out of range. Alright, we'll just pot shot and see if we get lucky with a bleed. We did. We did. I will take that. Okay, we can have our bannerman run over here, give him one nice big heal. Okay, these guys are on fire. There we go. Zoom, zoom. Man, having flying units made this a lot less painful than normal. Being able to actually move around and whatnot. Okay, over here we have awakenings. All right, could you get out of the fire somehow? Okay, move here, move there. All right, awaken them. I think they get extra defense if I remember right. It's been a while since I played them. All right, 65% chance. There we go, cool. All right, archers. I think we're gonna reposition here. All right, go to here and go. I just don't want him to walk through the fire. All right, we'll tickle that guy. All right, is what it is here. We'll just have to. Oh nope, you don't have a retaliation for whatever reason. I will take it. Have you ever been attacked by a flaming monkey? It's gotta be terrifying. Alright, we do have a heal. Let's pop it on you. Done. Where are you going? Where are you going? How dare you? Has the enemy discovered wooden stakes yet? No, they don't have that research yet. They're just barricading your heart. That was the 1800s top 100 hit, right? Barricade your heart. I'm actually shocked that the AI units were able to survive. They pretty much had to hold that flank by themselves for most of this. Okay. They are definitely probably gonna make it away. I don't think. Yeah, they froze. Dang them in their stupid freeze. Yeah, you better run. Run, curs. Zoom, zoom. I still gotta be a little leery of her, but I would really like it if she didn't leave this battlefield. We're gonna do our best to make that happen. Yeah. Let's go for the stun here. I don't think we can dominate a ruler. We can make them rout, though. Alright, fly my pretties. Peasants that are on fire. Wow, how did you enchant all your peasants to be on fire? That was really intimidating. Enchant? He says as he has like a bucket of tar and a torch. What? I don't think we're gonna be able to stop her getting off field. I can't get anybody in range to base her. Unfortunately. Oh, those are gross. I do find it hilarious that the, like, turn 2 militia, literally summoned to be fodder, have out-survived our trained military professionals this entire time through. Alright. Give it a little love tap. Is this just a freaking copper golem that is holding me up? Wow. How come my copper golems never can take this much damage? Okay, you finish them off. Okay. Okay. We have the monkey is no longer contained. I repeat, the monkey is no longer contained. Yeah, get in there. Get some of that. You two. Run up there and give him a little quick stab. Yeah, that's what I think of you. Intern. Alright, don't let her escape. Please don't let her escape. I don't think she can reach the edge of the map. Nope. Nope. You going nowhere. Imagine... Oh, no. No. We are not leaving the battlefield immediately. Nice try, though, AI. Nice try. Alright, you. Oh, look at that. I don't even have to be fancy. Let's not be fancy. Eat the elf. Fry up some elf ears here. There you go. Alright, then you get in his way. No, don't want to leave. I want to go here. Can we take out this hero too? They killed Alfred. Or no, they killed Mikold. Thus, they have to also... His spirit will not be able to rest until we have avenged him. So close. So close. What's crazy is I don't think the bleed would kill him, because he'll get off field before the bleed takes effect. Alright, fly over here. Get him. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. Oh yes, steadfast. I can't kill him. Ah, boo. Boo. Alright, we're done. Stupid steadfast. Yes. That's annoying. Steadfast just means you can't fall below 1 HP. Alright. We did get some retreats. Crown of Accuracy. Alright, we'll take it. Alright, they did wipe his units out though. I guess he couldn't retreat because of the way we engaged that? Question mark? Okay, he didn't come out of that one though. He came out of this one, I'm 90% sure. I don't think he's down there. We don't know where he's at. Let's try to hit up our allies and see if we can do some map trading. All right, so negotiate. I'm pretty sure that's a thing, isn't it? Or maybe... she'll take a defensive pack? Yeah, that is actually a deal. Share vision. There we go. Alright, did that help at all? Oh, you got the Fountain of Creation. Would you look at that? That is really nice for you. I did not get a Fountain of Creation for those of you keeping track at home. Alright, those elves have to be underground. Like, unless they're up in this little nook, I don't see where else they could be. Let's hit up our Eldritch friend. He's like the weird kid down the street. I want... Okay, maybe we need the defensive pact first. It's a deal. Negotiate. Your vision. 50 gold, sure. Sure. All right. No green. Okay. I'm gonna pronounce that green came from underground. We've got a drow situation on our hands. All right, I'm willing to declare that. All right, let's go drow hunting. I want that body back. Okay, 1 turn on crypts. All right, and then we really need to go up to the next tier. We're so far behind. All right, and you actually stay here. Revels of Carnage, sure. Reveler's Heart. Overwhelms the target race with intense fervor, granting them plus 50% morale from all sources. When we turn undead, are we immune to morale, though? We might be, so this wouldn't actually help us. Let's just take the 0-turn Call to Glory just to shuffle the spells. Yeah, we'll take the Enchanted Crow for a 1-turner. Okay, looked at that. Okay, we put up the Palisades. Okay, I'm getting attacked here by Angry Cat. I can't do anything about that because we have a swordsman. Sure. All right, give me that desecration chamber. We need those shadows. Focus crystals. Oh, units gain 10%. I think, didn't we have these before? Maybe I just regained my crystals, but the extra XP is appreciated. All right, our ruler leveled up. Okay, when our hit points are reduced to 0, we are displaced. Okay, we already have an item that's doing that, so I don't need that right now. Siphon Blood gets extra range. I don't hate that. We could suck some HP and then give them a regen. I'm not feeling those that much. Okay, we could get a kind of a weak heal. I'm not super into that. Attacks and debuff abilities inflict stats vulnerability. I think we have better ways. Curse, blight damage, decaying, het seeker bolts. Always hit the target of a hex pact. Ignore status. Okay, that would be really good because I assume that means we would auto bleed. Chance to do misfortune would not be bad. Hex pack minus 10 morale. You know what? Let's double down on the morale. Let's double down on the morale stuff that we're doing. Sure. Kind of accuracy, we can take that. No, I don't want to replace our friends. I want him back. None of those are us. All right, Shorty. I love that it's the giantess and the midget, and they're denouncing each other. That's gonna be another war that's gonna pop off here. Ridgetail. Okay, the mole sent another war party. I'm in trouble there. Yeah, indeed. Let's actually rush that, and let's rush that. And then I want, whoops, go up to the next tier. Yeah, start going up to the next tier. Yeah, they're just gonna be pillaged, man. I don't know what to tell you. I guess we could drop the militia over here, but that's not gonna be enough to overcome that army. That's too strong for him. Consumed by arrogance, your hero, Alfred, stands tall before you. He puffs out his chest and tilts his chin upwards as he declares, by omission or prejudice, I find myself being far less than I could be. Be honest with me, my elder sire. Does my ambition of an explorer not interest you? I was born to be great, so direct me towards renown. What path should I follow? Become a fearmonger. Win a battle where 5 enemies routed. If you were near my main hero, we might be able to do that. Yeah, Dominator. Recruit or raise a unit. We could do that via his mind control if we wanted to spec him that way. That's not something that he's going to easily be able to do. Nope. Stay the course, buddy. We'll get you. We'll get you. Okay, I'm going to let this turn process, and I'm going to go refresh my tea here. So I'm going to take my 5-hour break real quick. If you guys haven't got yourself a drink or a stretch, just wait until everyone's done moving here. Make sure you do so. If you are not blocking ads, I appreciate you. Those pennies add up over time. And let me just make sure that we can set that off. Yes, yes. Break, please. 5 minutes and start. All right, I'm going to grab some tea. You guys grab yourself a break. I will be right back. All right. Hopefully everyone got yourself a drink. We want to resume, and we want to resume. All right. Let's see if we can find this green city. So you guys rush over there. You guys are a lot slower. I'm actually gonna have you come in this way. Oh. Hey guys, I found them. Yep. Stand on top of that, please. Yeah, you're blue over here. I'm almost certain. Okay, well, these are probably connected, right? So he came over here, and then he came up, and then did stuff. All right, well, as long as we're standing on that entrance, they can't come out. So run back over there. Okay, and you are of House Dow. Okay, you're a scout. Got it. That's fine. I want my hero's body back. Also, you are a major problem. You are a major problem. All right, can I put you against him? So that's Bridgedale. You never actually did what I asked you to do. So, you know, don't think I didn't notice that. Would you go up against Bridgedale? I'm even willing to have you attack now. Because I don't have an answer to that. Unfortunately. Okay, we finished our Enchanted Crow. Selecting research. Next tome. Okay, so we were talking earlier. I think we have basically two. Either Shades or Fertility. So Fertility, we could get some battle healing, which could be nice. That is this one. Yeah, some regen. It's fine. It's not stellar. The Temple of Fertility is nice. We are doing a couple of different things with food and the draft per population. We already get one draft per population, I believe, from our vampire leader. So that would just be some extra. The food is nice. Everything there is just nice, but it's basically just this. We don't need to restore the land. I don't need regen. I'm not going to recruit these. If that's the case, I like Tome of Shades a lot. Shadow Blades is really powerful. We use this in Ripjaw. When we played Ripjaw, we got this on the Screaming Demons. And yeah, ignore 50% of target's defense if they are blind. How do we blind them? So Rending Shadows is a spell with a 90% chance to blind. Remember, we do have a couple different ways to lower their resistance. So this very much could work. This very much could work. It also has Sundered Defense, which again, we're doing physical damage, so that would work. Living Shadows is a minor race transformation. We gain evasion. That's fine. When attacked from within 2 hexes, the attacker has a chance to become blind. Okay. And then Shade Network, 10 knowledge income and 10 knowledge for each non-owned city that shares a border. Well, my capital and my second city both have a shared border, so that'd be all right. Does anyone have a strong opinion? Because I'm kind of leaning towards Shades. I think in Shades is what we're gonna go here. I like the idea of lowering the defense. That's just gonna make us hit way harder. A little extra evasion would help my bats that get shot by ranged units. I'm feeling the Shades. I'll give you guys like 10 seconds. We don't get a building here. Does give me some more some more Materium. So that takes us to 4. So if we wanted to get a higher tier Materium, we could. Doesn't really change anything else, but that's fine. I think this one's in. All right, nobody has a strong opinion. We're going with it.
Every seasoned assassin knows that swift execution yields the cleanest results. Factor in that most beings, including your target, are blind in the dark, and your course of action is obvious. Exploit that vulnerability and maximize your efficiency. Move through the shadows, cloak yourself in darkness, and ensure your target never sees when or where the fatal blow will fall.
All right, now here, unfortunately, Shadow Blades will do nothing until we have a source of blind, so I think we're just going to start with Living Shadows. Hey, Clockwork Minion. Shadow seem more oomph. My strong opinion is go for it. Well, all right. I'm glad you agree. You may want to make sure you click the live button. You may be a little bit behind on the stream there. Or maybe I'm just slow. Okay, you are blocking the tunnel. Just chill for a second. All right, so... Oh, and we can't see it. So I think there were 2 full units, but they're going to be crappers, so I think that's all right. All right, we built the graveyard thingamabobber. We're building the citadel. I think we're just going to chill here for a second. It's so weird to me not to produce units for a different army. That's just so not how I normally play. All right, I'm going to grab this even though it's not cleared yet. Okay, we got our shadow building here. All right, let's get the tavern up. And then the stonemason and then the vendor. Just queue several things there. No, we're gonna save our boy. We're gonna save our boy. When you win a battle, you have a 25% chance of gaining a unit. Don't care. Mines grant 5 mana. That I want. Next turn, we can afford it. A ruler was announced. All right, shorty. Rally of Lieges. Again, a daylight spear. Not feeling it. Not feeling it. All right, I don't have a plan what we're gonna do here. I hope that these guys that I just paid to attack actually attack. That would be nice. 5 turns. What would it cost me to rush this? I'm doing it. As much as that sucks, I'm doing it. All right, I want to start nothing because I can't afford it. All right, start a vendor. We get more gold for upgrading the main building too, so it's not like that's a complete skunk. All right, done. You're able to attack from below. Is that a change? I thought you were not able to do that. This is a doomed fight, unfortunately. I really wish I knew that city was right below that. I'm just debating if I want to fight this. I don't think it's going to make a difference. Let's see what the auto does. Do we kill or hurt anyone? We actually did pretty good. I don't think I could do better than that. We'll take that auto resolve. Okay, you were so close to death, though. Your claim province has been... Okay, could we go to diplomacy? Could you stop doing that, please? You're gonna, like, make people mad. I want province claiming pact. It's a deal. Yeah, just chill on that, huh? Just chill on that. Okay, here... Oh, and I can't attack. I wish I could reach them. All right, stay here. All right, before we do anything else, I do want... Yeah, we need the mana income, like, really badly. Now our mana is not so desperate. All right, chill. We're ready to annex, so we've already connected, so we're good there. Maybe he didn't clear this. No, it is cleared. We kind of have all the basics at the moment. I guess we could grab this. All right, let's grab that. Okay, Revels of Carnage is the extra XP spell. Let's be a little... Okay, I don't want to cast it this turn. We'll cast that next turn. It's ready to go. We'll cast that and see if we can get a level off of that. Let me see that. Pillaged. I paid these clowns 50 Imperium to attack. Where is my attack? I am not pleased with that. I am not pleased with that at all. They better not attack that city too. Oh, nice. And they didn't show me where they went. They had to have gone back down below, right? They had to have gone down below. All right. Give me my spell. I'm pretty sure we're going to get into a fight here. And holy moly, that was loud. Woo. No regrets. Let's do it. At least we're also going to be underground. 4 more. Nope. I cannot kill that many units. Like I said, this is the part of the game I hate. They just have so many units all bunched up, and I literally can't do anything to it. I guess this is more pronounced than my normal annoyance because I also need units from specific cities. All right, we're just gonna need to start pumping units here. We can't wait forever. It's just a basic unit. Okay, you built that out. Now, what I really want you to do is build a unit. So build something that can fight. And then starting off building. Okay, we can annex another province here. Sure. No. She returned, withdrew, being pillaged, being invaded. Ouch. I don't know. Maybe I just need to give up on saving him. I will take that too. Maybe I need to give up on saving him and just recruit a new hero. Are you? You're not even recruiting at the moment. Yeah, I think we just need to give up. Can I recruit? So a nautical governor. That's actually not terrible for this city. You're an elementalist, not really very useful. I don't want monkeys or lizards. Arcane governor, industrial, scholar. Okay, none of those are particularly good. Okay, I can't afford you this turn though. All right. We have about a 50-50. I don't think we're going to get a better chance than this. Let's see what the auto will do, and I probably will manual this. We do have sunless, so that is to our advantage. Let's see what the auto does. I don't think I could replicate that. I don't think I could replicate that at all. I'm gonna take that. That is good enough for government work. That is good enough for government work. All right, Mr. Scout, why are you still here? Go scout something. You are killing me. Get out of here. Go scout. All right, we killed all of their heroes. The Houndmaster's Eyeball. Unleash the hounds. Ooh. Yes, please. Take it. What kind of item is that? Yes. Confirm. All right, we're down 1 unit, but I'm fine with that. Hey, friends. I wonder if the Sunless, like, push that far in our favor. Yeah, didn't think we did. Well, I mean, we literally have, like, no choice but to go attack them. Okay, we got this because we dominated him in the auto combat. I'm actually going to take this. I'm going to take this just for the extra body for this siege, just in case. All right, for realsies this time. Start the stupid siege. Add siege projects. We will harass defenders because they take 20 damage. Do we do a headlong assault? 4 turns until breach. That would lower it by 1 turn. I don't know if that's worth our time, though. We take 20 damage if we do that. The burning was super annoying, but they don't have a lot of people here. 50 gold per tier. I think this is their cap city. You know what? I'm doing it. I never run that one. Screw these guys in particular. And their stupid elf ears. This might be their only city. This might actually just kill them. She is currently banished. If we kill this city before she respawns, she dies. The elves keep swarming us. Yeah. Screw these guys. Yeah, I had no problem with them. Peaceful babble, farming his human cattle, enjoying a sunless evening when the elves attack. Literally doing nothing. Just want to play my little city builder, and they all attack me. It's absolutely ridiculous. All right, I do want you to keep running this way. You scalp something. I'm getting tired of you. Okay, Crimson Garden went up to tier 3. Okay, we really are out of mana. Let's build a mana obelisk. I don't have a conduit. Of course we don't. I am poor. All right, we'll build the surf quarters next too. All right, yep, too poor. Maybe we can save his body. That would be nice. Other rulers have a rivalry. Okay, we got the midget still. Man, you are just a thorn in our side. Don't care about bounties. Who's a friend? I don't like that. I don't like that at all. My friend, look, friend, you have to pick. One of us can be your friend and the other can't. You have to pick. That's right. We have to purge the elves for peace. We will achieve peace in our time. I don't know what your problem is. Go over there. Oh, I see what your problem was. All right, well, good luck. The auto-explore in this game is pretty decent, but it does wig out sometimes. What happened with the Eldritches? Tell me more. Do you just mean the the player in this game? We're friends again. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I know what your problem was. All right, well, good luck. Yeah. All right, 3 turns. What'd you get? You recruited a fresh hero. All right. Okay, you head on down. Not enough movement. Okay, you. We are done. We are so done with this. We have had our limit. Actually, is the problem that... Okay, he's standing on the door. Move here. Okay, that means you can actually go down. Yeah, that's fine. You're moving. You have a tavern. You're building other stuff. You have another spot we can grab. All right, well, at least they cleared the ocean for me, I suppose. Nope, nope, nope. New skill available. What do we got? Pillaging is slower, or is faster. Magic origin, base upkeep 20%. We're actually only running the one dude, so that's really not very useful right now. Roads are faster. That's what we need. 175. For a bat-based society, we certainly have had those humans running back and forth a lot. Beast Wrangler leaves in 5 turns. Bounty. Pillage. Hang on. Pillage. Where is that? Okay, it's not you, it's you. Man, these guys, they're over here pillaging that with a crapper army. They could kill this, or they could siege the town. Or they could help me out with this one. Any of those would be useful. And I swear they're just purposely avoiding it. That's a lot of blue people down there. I wonder if that is size 6. That is not her throne city, right? Her throne city size 9. No, here it is. This one. Yeah, war with her is gonna suck. Yeah, it's gonna suck a lot. And not the good one, the bad one. All right, how we doing? 2 turns. Mana obelisk done. We are working on surf quarters. Okay, we can straight up recruit liege guard. So this is what our shield guys are supposed to be able to upgrade into. Yeah, I'm very disappointed in myself that we didn't manage to do that. So they have Sworn Bond, linked to a friendly hero. Damage sustained by link unit is dealt to this unit as well, but reduced by 50%. At the start of each turn, the unit linked gains strengthened. Not terrible. I'll take 1. We can rebuild, sure. That's gonna annoy the heck out of me. That's also annoying the heck out of me. All right, we said we wanted... Oh, this would have been nice too. Extra siege project. Heal an extra 15 in friendly, extra food. Shock, shield, and polearm units gain 30% more speed. I'm actually gonna take that. That's a lot of our units right now. We actually lost all of our humies, so we don't have the walking problem at the moment. Others declared a rivalry. Okay. This is a complicated web of friendship on this map. The Zots got out-zotted. You could make a little Zot race in this game. You could start with like halflings and then give them
this means your city will grow more slowly and may eventually
like the
lead to
demon wings.
starvation.
That's really threw me off there. Somebody is low on food. That actually really... Oh, is it you burning everything? Who's low on food? 12, 82, 42. Okay, it's you. Well, I'll tell you what. Claim that. Okay, Shieldy McShield face, come over here. Enter. Yeah, look at that. Look who all respawned the turn before we got to attack. Grumble, grumble. Okay, here, I think we're gonna work our way in this direction. You have so much food. Let's go with some more lumber. Rebuild. 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 Yeah, we'll take the extra scout site. Nope. We're gonna rest. We're gonna get that body back. Raid. Open borders. It's a deal. Goodbye. Those two. Oh, see, my friends aren't friends, and my enemies are friends with my other friends, but not each other. So we have a very convoluted web of relationships on this map. I have a feeling that we're not going to make it to the end with these friends. We're being pillaged, because of course we are. Yep. Canonical Ohm failing to resist magic. True. Okay, Shade Network, cool. Alright, now we're probably never going to recruit a Shade. They can't fly on bats. They don't do any of our bleed stuff. I really like this unit. I had a lot of fun in Ripjaw's campaign with those, but I don't think we're ever going to, use that. The Scald. I like Scalds also, but again, I just don't think we're ever going to put them in our group. I don't think they get mounts. So we'll take Rending Shadow. All right, built a stonemason, still building, cool. Hey, built the hunting ground, so now we get some more food. Yeah, I'm working on it, game. I'm getting you stuff. You are very sage, so you get a tavern. Pro companions, go for it. I will say this looks pretty dang cool. All right, these rangers in black with their bats. It's too bad these are crows and not bats in this case, but that's all right. Okay, no hero, no bounty. Mana font sent. Okay, well they keep sending them, but they're not making it to me. This war is tiresome. Yeah, I bet you think it's tiresome now, don't you? All right, and we're in. They have Caltrops, 3 heroes. All right, again, we just did a city battle. I'm totally fine if the auto combat can do it. We'll fight it if we need to. They almost killed Dolv. I'm shocked by that, but I'm okay with it. So we will take that. We do not want that. No, do not want that. Fire Orb, a Blight Bringer, and a Mount. We'll take them. Celebrating the defeat of Aminka Jon. You have crumbled the last defenses of Aminka Jon and cast her into the astral void, banishing her from this realm. Whatever schemes she had in the works, none of them shall come to fruition. Yeah, scheming elves. The last of her misguided troops flee to hide in the hills and the woods. Her tinkering fae, the spirits crushed by their false idol's yoke, now find themselves at your mercy. O glorious elder sire, whatever the future holds, Aminka Jon is a thorn in our side no more. How will you commemorate the extraordinary victory? We gain some Imperium. We can gain money and more Imperium. We could get a bunch of production in our capital. We could gain some good. No, that ain't happening. I kind of want the Imperium. We got a bunch of upgrades we could get. Take the Imperium. All right, and you, I think we vassalize. Because we're Imperial, we really want our cities touching our capital city's borders. Never gonna happen over here, but I will take a vassal. All right, and we can at least heal at full rate. I don't think we have the building. Yeah, we don't have the building that has the heal spell. I know. You. I don't want you anymore. Yeah, get rid of him. You were just temporary. All right, so I want a shield unit or a liege guy. Okay, shield unit. Cool. All right, you come over here. You, for now, hop over here. Okay, go upstairs. All right, now we can get our main army back into action, hopefully. I just cannot get my armies up this game. I'm really struggling with this aristocracy mechanic. Obviously, I normally like to have my capital do all my unit production, so I'm struggling here. I don't think we got these cities up soon enough. All right, well, 1 dead. Technically 1 to go if we can make better friends. Let's see if we can become better friends. Hey, Storm Giantess, would you like to be friends, possibly with benefits? Too soon, try in 2 turns. Apparently Dolv likes the tall ladies. 2 turns, okay. I'm down. I also really like games that actually allow you to, well, I like single player games that allow co-op victories, but I also enjoy multiplayer games that's winner takes all, aka Dominions, aka something like Solarium Infernium. You're not second place, you're either first place or you're dead. Those are your options. All right, you chill here. All right. Now, did we free his ruins? Yeah, Mike Wold, we got him. Okay, hang on. Heroes. Crypt. Mike Wold DeGeneres. Resurrect. We need 250 mana. Don't you worry, friend. Don't you worry. We can wash off what they did to your corpse. It'll be all right. I've never actually... Well, no, I take that back. I have done it in single player, but on stream, we've never managed to actually save somebody who was captured or killed. So this will be a first. The world becomes more peaceful. Not gonna raise? No, like I said, I imagine that we are more of like a lawful evil. We just want to rule people. And if they're willing to become my vassals, I'm down with that, as long as you keep paying. And we're not going for a super evil build, particularly. Maybe even like a lawful neutral build more than a lawful evil even. I mean, we give our peasants probably the best lives on this planet. Some of you may be dinner snacks, but that's a price I'm willing to pay. Also, I really hate you. I really hate you. All right. Heal fast, Dolv. Heal fast. My Shadowlands have spread very nicely also. It's hard to see in this mode, but yeah, all of this is shadow. All of that. Having the enemy get half temp HP in combat is really powerful. That is like really nice. Okay, did the surf quarters. Scholar Guild would be useful. You could do a ship. Oh, that's the capital. Right. All right, let's get the other things up. Let's get the chambers so we can actually have our heal spell. Yeah. Nope. All these usurpers trying to steal his place. Open borders. It's a deal. Wrangler's leaving. A friendship with you has ended. I told you that wouldn't last. Okay, maybe that's just the declarations have ended. Okay, that's fine. They're not breaking treaties. Okay, my friend and my enemy have stopped being friends. We like that. A Whispering Stone was returned. Is that because you got to 100%? Yes, it is. Okay, well, that works out because now we can put one in here, but not yet. Okay, Free City can be integrated. I kind of want to do this one. It's touching my capital, so we would get our Imperial bonus. It gives me another buffer before they get to my capital city, and it's expanded just fine. Integrate. Once integrated, the special units of the city will remain available through the Rally of the Lieges. They're not giving me anything special. This was my racial city. Okay. Oh, and we're gonna need to up that. Okay, I should have held off on that. That's fine. Inspect. Yeah, build me desecration chamber right away, please. All right. Yeah, we're gonna need so much Imperium. That was a little premature. Am I role playing as a mortal government? Politics, meaning Poly, mini, and ticks, blood-sucking insects. Okay, she's happy with relations. I hate you, midget. Still hate you, midget. Yeah, pact of integration, cool. All right, you moved, yes, go. Colossus Moon. The full moon draws closer to the world. The pole of the ocean climbs to unprecedented levels. This is a moon unlike any you've seen before. It glows with a white-hot steel shield. Soon, salty waves stir with such violence they wash over beaches and cliffs alike. Storm clouds black as ink form over the seas and the deluge the continents, their burdens spilling onto the saturated surface of the realm. The Colossus Moon reigns supreme. Shores cannot contain the seas and thunderstorms flood the land. Thunderstorms active in combat. All units are wet. One random unit gets hit for 20 lightning. Ow, that's gonna hurt a lot while you're wet. Regions turn into swamps. Thunderbolts and lightning, not very frightening. All right, merchant leaves, bye-bye. I was gonna eat him, but we never had time. All right, I want to kill this guy really badly, but we can actually get some XP on the way in. Nope, give me the XP. Uh-oh. Yep. Nope, no Krakens. I'm coming for you, buddy. Okay, hero resurrection. We want the crypt. We want my cooled. We want resurrect my cooled. I am still short. Dang it. Never mind. Okay, here. So what do we have? We have a weird army. 2 shields and 1 shock. Okay, that's fine. Give me a blood cultist and a bannerman for now. Okay, we actually do need another hero. We do need another hero for our new city. A defender? I'd be okay with that. You're a duelist. You want to slay a ruler. Could happen. A battle saint. We already have a death knight and you're not my... Yeah. Nope, nope, nope. You got to be Rose Court. Arcane governor. Industrious. Scholarly. Think of my choices. Ooh, that feels a little laggy. I think of my choices. I think I like this one. Embrace. Yeah, the defender is free. That's exactly my thoughts. Okay, we will adjust appearance. Let's see, do we have any... I'm looking for people who haven't... I don't think we've had a Droog lately. Try not to give the same people somebody every game. All right, so we got Duke Droog. That sounds a very vampire name, actually. Droog 8. Yep. And... You're looking good, Droog. There you go. There you go. Yeah, 6 levels. Okay, here, I do think we're gonna go Chaos again. Let's see, as a defender, you have Taunt. 20% damage. Okay, let's get our Bite. Let's get our heal off of our dudes. We'll take the Taunt. Just a bunch of HP. Sentinel. Inflict slow. That's kind of nice. Yeah. I haven't leveled a defender in quite a while. I like the two-hander guys, honestly. That's kind of my favorite, but that's okay. Nice to try something different once in a while, especially on a hero. Hey, you've got a bat, you've got a bunch of gear. I'm not going to steal unless you have something crazy. Wind bear. Nope, nope, that's fine. Yep, that's fine. All right, enjoy. You are going to be governor of Dinvolton. Yes. But maybe you're not Dinvolton. Your name is going to be... we already did Droog. We'll do Clockwork. Clockwork. The city of clocks. The city of Clockwork. Yeah. All right. Now, Droog is going to be governor. House Grimheart founded. I'm down. I'm down. All right. So, Droog, go to your lands and defend them. All right. And I will take... Oh, nice. It's even a tier 2 already. All right. Give me an Aspirate Knight, a Bannerman, and a Blood Cultist. Start off with that. New bounty, don't care. Alignment changed. We are now evil. You know what happens. Happens to the best of us. Alright. House of Thorns needs a bathhouse. Alright, next turn. Next turn, you die. You have caused me so... Between these two units, they have caused me so much economic damage. That is ridiculous. Okay. Yeah, let's do this, kitty cat. Are we fighting on land or water? Water. Joke's on you, I'm a bat. Suckers. Where I live, there's a bird called a killdeer. They're a ground nesting bird. And if you walk too close to their nest, they'll pretend that they have a broken wing. Like they'll like push it out at a weird angle. And they'll kind of like hop and drag it. And they're like, oh, my wing's broken. Oh, you probably should chase me and not look for my nest. Oh, you could probably just eat me if you get a little bit closer. And then of course, if you get close, they just fly away. But that's like totally, that's like the bat's just like crawling on the ground. It's like, oh, squeak, squeak, squeak. I'm just a little mouse. And they come over to attack us because it's a cat. And we're like, joke's on you. I'm actually a vampire bat. Loser. And just hop out, fly into the air. Fangs bared. I am so looking forward to killing this guy, if you can't tell. Alright, I do notice that you were kind of wounded. Let's just give you a little HP so we're safe. Just a little sip. Just a little sip. Not a big sip. Little sip. Yeah. Yes. Alright, well that's not particularly impressive. I'm glad you got shocked, not me. Okay, I kind of think we're going to actually buff ourselves here. We have not really been using this, but I have temp HP. Oh, you could hit everybody. Let's just hit everybody. We haven't really had need for this, but extra lifesteal and extra strengthened. Alright, get on in there. Okay, that would not have line of sight. That has good line of sight. Okay, that's fine. Give him the debuff. Okay, we got one bleed. Remember, the more bleeds we have on him when we attack, the more lifesteal we'll get. One charge, and I'll get rid of the retaliation. The cat should have extra debuffs because it's wet. Balance the game, please, Triumph. Imagine if Dom units could also buff effectively. Yeah. Imagine. What a world. They'd actually, like, do intelligent buffing. Okay. Leader and our battle mage. Okay, battle mage just has to get in position. Kind of sucks that's a 3-pointer, although, to be fair, that's really powerful, so. Kind of makes sense. I think we're just gonna try to throw a bleed on the birds. Yeah, it wasn't gonna do much either way. All right, zoom here. Give me him. Okay, we are connected. I can't, oh, I could. You know what? Oh, it's out of range. I was gonna say, let's go ahead and try to take it over. We'll put Torment on the pikeman. We still could siphon blood, or I could just shoot. I don't have, how do I not have line of sight on anything? Alright, just kill the cat. See if we can get it. The answer is no. Yeah, still a good turn. Things are constantly getting stronger too. Despite my slow start, I am getting a little better at the game. Bello may be a slow learner, but I pay attention to what chat's telling me and how to improve, even if it doesn't necessarily turn out right away. Just like with most 4Xs, those small early advantages snowball, so yeah. And we have definitely not played this as good as it could be, because if we had our other heroes up and running properly sooner, remember, they're gonna funnel XP into Dolv, so he should already be like 12 or 13, not the like 8 or 9 that he is. But it is what it is, you know. I don't save scum or restart unless something ridiculous has happened. Okay, I don't like those pikes. I wish that they did not exist. How did my... Did they pull me? Oh, are those constrictors? No, you're Arcane Guard. How did you get him over here? Alright, well, heal yourself, apparently. That's a little awkward. Alright, and you... Again, I just don't have line of sight properly for some reason. What's going on here? This rock somehow is blocking my line of sight. Alright. Whatever. Shift over. Alright, put the damage into those, because those suck. I'll take that. Alright, and you can take the hit. Had to switch up recruiting. Yeah, I definitely tripped up on that a little bit. If I was gonna do this again, I think getting all your saves as fast as possible is always a good idea, and I think for aristocracy especially, it's even more important. I tend to want to have like perfect city locations, and you really shouldn't do that. You should just good enough. Good enough. I'll take it. And get that save started, so at least we could have some like draft buildings. And then we could have ran shields and archers if we had to. All means aside, the archers are fine. They would have just slowed us down. Well, no, we're so tight on mana, I don't need to spend it needlessly. Misfortune, a critical hit, bleed, you love to see it. You love to see it. Yep, get out of here, bird. Nobody likes you. Well, there's people on the boats, Clockwork. We're representing something here. I think that this, by the way, I do think that this is a fine compromise, that you could just have units on boats that fight each other. But I also thought that Total War Warhammer did it okay too. Our navies force each other to land on an island so that we can have a fight. I thought that was also a fine compromise to not having real sea battles. So many games have just given up on sea battles lately. part of it is if you're playing in the sailing age, people don't generally have a lot of fun fighting where you have to worry about like wind and directionals and tacking into the wind. It doesn't feel great. It doesn't feel great. Space combat is more people's style. And what people really want is non-Newtonian space combat, generally. Alright, that was pretty decent, and we're actually getting some nicely leveled units. About time for them to die, I would say. Yeah, look at that. He's a legend. I can't see it on the screen. Here. Give me my legend. So my Aspirant Knight is a legend. Why doesn't he have his promotion tonight? Or did he just get that and he'll promote next turn? I don't actually remember when they get their promotion. Both of these guys should be ready to go. I'll have to click something. I don't believe so. Oops. Oops. Okay, we are a little bit damaged, but not particularly bad. You. Hey, you. Hey, you. You having fun? I hope you're having fun. Welcome to the Shadelands. You will not be leaving. Do they get buffed at the door? No, we have these pre-made. An obsidian glaive would be ridiculously spooky. The problem is you'd get like one cut out of it and then it would be like ruined. I'm sure everyone here knows, but just for anyone who doesn't, obsidian is basically volcanic glass. So it's like a black shiny stone. It's literally glass. Very, 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 very sharp. You can get it down to like an atom sharpness. They are really, really good surgical scalpels. Like really, really high-end surgical scalpels can use obsidian. They cut super duper clean, so if I remember right, they don't scar as bad. Because the cuts are so ridiculously clean. Okay, you do not need to be getting yourself killed, so just chill in the back. Alright, zoom. Okay, same here. You be careful. Come up here, give yourself a pep talk. Alright, you a little bit aggressive because I would like to get my big debuff off. I guess they probably had to make that take 3 action points because of the fact that it can end up spawning you an ad. That is so powerful in this game. Alright, we're gonna break the Knight's spirit, hopefully. We'll dread them. No, we won't because you're out of range. Alright, we'll do the siphon. No, we won't because you're out of range. I'm noticing a pattern here. Noticing a pattern. Alright, fine. We'll just end our turn because we can't reach anything. Instantly shouted, yeah. I had an aunt that used to do ranching down further south from where I live, and there was a lot of obsidian, so whenever I would go to her place, I would always play with it, but I was always really careful because I understood that it was glass, but a lot of people, they fiddle with it and they end up cutting themselves really badly. Remember looking into obsidian cutlery after remembering how sharp it was. Yeah, it would be too brittle for something like that. I mean, it's literally glass. So. Yeah, I was lucky. I actually, now thinking back, I don't know how I didn't end up getting like a shard in my finger or something. Because I fiddled with it a lot. So, happy taste, I guess. I really wish he had a teleport or something. Something that could maneuver him around a little bit. I'm really struggling to get that buff off. Okay, let's charge. Let's charge to here and just base a billion dudes. Let's go to the battle mage first. Those are the scariest. Yes, bleed. All right, and there is nothing in range. Oh, there is. Do it. Do it. Put the blood parasites in. 5 blood parasites. All right, then if we can find a way to kill him, we'll get our maggot spawn here. Which might be able to kill him. 32. Okay, perfect. Hooray! It's a maggot miracle! Oh, you guys don't start with a move? That makes me sad. Alright, then that left you free. Let's really gum up their mages. Okay, you say you want to have a turn, but... Okay, we could eat a corpse, and he would gain strength. Sure. Sure. Nom 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 nom. Having an ability to eat corpses is also really powerful, so that your enemy can't use them however dastardly way they want to use them. Alright, you just big chillin'. Yeah, I absolutely am loving the bat theme, but man, these are hard to see what's what. I literally can't tell the units apart without the symbol above their head. Normally, I don't have that problem in this game. It was the magic of the Darkstone calling you. This is the literal Shadow Vampire Necrolord. We're not a necromancer, I'll have you know. Just because his life challenged does not mean he's a necromancer. We've done 0 necromancy. We brought one person back to life. That was a miracle, not necromancy. Words matter. Okay, just like this maggot that's gonna eat these moles. Yep, yep. I can't get over the fact that these maggots get our transformations. How much do people want to bet that this gets nerfed? I cannot believe they get those. That is really, really nice. Hey, friends. Yep, yep. Okay, you took quite a little beating here. Can I... No. Alright, I am gonna want to pull that off though, so... Fly closer and heal him. Okay, fly closer, do good attacks. I have to say, as much fun as I like this style of combat, I'm still not convinced the bleeds are that good. I don't know. Maybe I'm just not noticing it because I'm also reading chat when I end turn, but I'm not seeing a ton of people be like, oh, I'm dead from bleeding. I think it's because they die at the end of their turn instead of the beginning. It's the problem with dots in this game. All right, just finish him off. I'm so glad to be rid of these raid parties. Ow! Stop that. That hit my leader, too. Of all the units. We like that. We like that less. Alright, step 1. Hit him in the back. Try again. I definitely, I mean, there is definitely a necro build for these guys. They have some specific soul stuff, but I just didn't want to do that style. I like the human cattle aristocracy angle. And my maggots can't make it. That makes me very sad. Alright, it's more important that you die. You have that very painful staff attack. Alright, and nibble. Out of range. Move. Nibble. Yeah, that is actually, I don't know if you guys noticed that, but when we had those kill cams before, my system would go down to like 5 FPS. Like it was noticeably weirdly bad. It seems that it's not doing that anymore. I don't know if that's been a graphic driver update or if that's a game update, but I'm noticing that feels way smoother. The death nibble. Well, it is. Just a little taste. Just a little taste. It's a bit obscure because you're doing conditions and heals if the enemy's bleeding. Yeah. Yeah. And it's good scaling. It's good scaling, like the heals that are coming off that are pretty nice, so that's good. I'm just not sure we're getting a ton of damage from the bleeds. Also, thank you for the 150 research. Staff of True Damage. Condemned. Does 20. That's not true damage, that's frost. Can't believe you would lie to me like that. Okay. And we did get pretty wounded, but that's partly because of that stupid lightning. That's just really painful. Okay. Learning some lessons for once. I know it's hard for me. Let's not take our main army right up there. Yeah. This is exactly what I've been complaining about. I literally just can't do anything until we have 3 armies, basically. Well, 2 armies. That's pretty crap. But still, my point remains, I don't like that.
Uh-huh.
You are getting your troops. You are gonna be a future possible replacement. And back on that. Rending Shadows is done. Okay, I think once we turn into undead, I don't think we have morale, so I don't think this is useful. We'll just grab hold the line because it's a 0 turn and just shuffle. Oh. Okay, next tome. I was not prepared for that. Okay, this is tier 3 tomes. I was definitely not prepared for that. Now, I don't think we have the vampire. I think that's a tier 4 tome. I'll just double check myself here. No. Okay, no vampire tome on this one. That's next time. So, don't know what we want here. Flame burst, we're not doing fire stuff, so that's just out. Chaos Eater. Now, Chaos Eater could work. He likes to eat debuffs. That would eat up my blood, though, and we kind of want the bleeds. Havoc Magic. Yeah. Okay, 10% damage for each of the target's negative status effects. For each of the target's negative status. Recent conduit. Okay, so we could get up to 30% bonus damage. I assume that a bleed is a negative status effect. That would be pretty powerful. Just a, well, I was going to say unconditional, but that is conditional. But a condition that we will surely meet. But that's literally the only thing I would care about from here. We said no to fire. Geomancy. If we were in caves, we could inflict more bleed with this, but we're not really doing cave stuff. Melt armor, steel skin. Sanctuary. Now, these could be nice because we are going to go undead. In fact, let's go look up that tome. It's kind of important that we know what we're talking about here. So, Shadow. Tier. Where are you? Are you not Shadow? Or are you just Chaos? Crimson Rain. Okay. So, okay, that's a spell. Okay, that's not the transformation. This is it. Major race transformation. Gift of the Old Blood. Transforms your race as they ritually imbibe blood of the Exarch, granting them undead As undead, right. We are heartless. Okay, so it would just be minus 50% morale change. So it could do something. It would be kind of nerfed. We're going to get Life Drinker. We gain Strengthen and Heal when an adjacent unit dies. Base attacks have a 60% chance of inflicting Blood Parasite for 3 turns. Okay. So they're going to turn into undead, which means we're going to have -4 Spirit Resist. That's what I'm getting at. Crimson Court. What is this? Is this an enchantment? I'm not sure what this is, but we gain 5 regeneration on the map. We gain 2 experience per turn. Crimson Court Magistrate, letting you gain mana from vassals. Oh, right. That's a nice one. 50 mana on raising a conquered city per population and province improvement. 30 mana from a migration, and vassals will give 10 per population. Wow, that's a lot. Of course, late in the game, so. And then the Blood Exarch is our unit. Yeah, okay. To it, the whole reason we looked at this, maybe getting something that is going to give us Spirit Resist. That would take us down to just -1. That could work. Enchanted units gain Faithful, which would lower our upkeep. That would be okay. That's kind of nice in the late game. And if they die, they gain Steadfast. That's kind of nice. I don't care about most of these things. That's okay. So Sanctuary, maybe. We're not really doing fire stuff. Okay, Prophecies could be pretty good. I do like Prophecies. Battle Divination is an incredible spell. We gain evasion, we gain precog, we gain damage. Foresee Downfall is a really nice siege thing, so Prophecies is a maybe. That's very vampire-y, I think. Subjugation. Okay, the Subjugator. Heavy Shock unit. So this would be an upgrade basically to our Knights that we already have. 90% chance of losing 25 morale. I feel like this is a different build than what we did. Yeah, I don't think that's it. Corruption. This is more of an umbral thing. I'm not really feeling that. Okay, this is the other undead tome. Not the one that we're going to get because this is also a major race, so you have to pick one or the other. And frankly, I think the other one's actually kind of power crept this one a little bit. Tome of Torment, Painbound. Okay, this could be a thing. When hit, we gain morale and a random positive effect. Enemy units get some damage. They gain Torment. We're not really doing ranged. Painbringer. Kind of whatever. Cold Dark is more undead stuff. Tome of Scrying. That's tier 2 because we don't have enough. Okay, I think I talked myself pretty easily. I think we're going to take Sanctuary here. A little less of the roleplay on this one and just this anointed people. We are the chosen vampires to get that spirit resistance up a little bit. I don't hate that. Keeper's Mark is kind of nice too. We hopefully won't lose our low tier units, and so they can actually live long enough to upgrade. So we'll take that one.
My faith is my shield. I am armored by love. I shall envelop the world in this armor to safeguard it and bless it with healing light. I am the bastion of the weak. I fortify the strong. The warriors of truth follow in my wake, like a wave of justice made flesh.
It kind of reminds me of, any of you guys ever played Graveyard Keeper? In one of the DLCs, there's some good vampire story stuff. I won't say too much on that, in case we ever actually play through that on the channel. Okay, so we did not get the one I really want. 2 resistance. That actually wouldn't be terrible for us. I definitely wouldn't use him. Keeper's Mark is something I wanted. 11 turns though. Oof. Our research needs to get fixed. We really need to fix that. Okay, you are queued up units. Get a market. Yep, easy. You are my main city. Let's get that. Speaking of. Okay, do we get the Scholars Guild or do we build a shade network? For each non-owned city. So this would be worth 20 research. This one is worth 20 research. Okay, Kyros Dos. We'll take the Shade Network first and then the Scholars Guild. Okay, unit that was produced. Yep. The City of Clockwork is ready to get. Okay, we could get that. I could try to squeeze another city, but I don't think it's going to happen. Annex and infested. Oh. Okay, I will try to deal with that. Ruler leveled up. Good, good. Okay, let's get our level 8 signature. Okay, these are all going to be new to us. Night Lord, immune to blind, while in sunless, underground, or gloom, plus 20% damage and natural regen. Yeah, we should have been level 8 on like turn 10. So that just shows you how far behind we are on that. That's a really powerful though. I mean, almost conditionalist 20% damage. Pretty nice. Reaper. Active cooldowns are reduced by 1 turn on a kill. Gain 10 HP for the fight. Notice that doesn't say temp HP. That's pretty powerful. Wail of the Banshee is a nice morale move. Enemy within 2x's. Okay. This feels like maybe more of a melee character though with that. While Army Leader non-hero undead gain 10% damage. Okay. That is so good I may consider that. Because like I said, we're going to have a spirit and a fire weakness when we transform. Vampiric Rage. Damage increased as HP gets lower. Not really for us. Profane Body Mastery. Very fast movement. 15% evasion. Some hit points. That would stack really nicely with this one. That's 20%. So that'd be 35% evasion. It's kind of nice. Also has Unholy Leader, same thing. Oh, do these all have Unholy? Oh, they all have Unholy. Okay, I missed that for some reason. Marrow Drinker. Attacks inflict bleed for 3 turns, increase for single shots. Okay, that's something we kind of have. Scarlet Plague. Ooh, we could get... Okay, I'm pretty in on that. That would give us a second Blood Parasite unit. And its cooldown's only 1? Okay. Defiler, remove positive effects. I think we're in for marrow drinking. Gotta get some of that bone broth. I'm in. Send me the bone broth. Scarlet Plague in. Nice. The fact that that's only on a 1-turn cooldown. That's crazy. That's really nice. And yeah, it does take 3 actions, but I mean, I have to get in range to do other things anyways too, so. And it's guaranteed to hit. It's not a 90% chance or anything. Increase some accuracy. That's nice too. We've been struggling with accuracy a little bit. Inflicts 2 bleeding. Yeah. Hex-seeking bolts. So as long as they're hex-pacted, we can also get the... Well, I guess it doesn't matter for this one. The negative stats resist. Oh, we have another point. Whoops. Okay, I want this, but I'm not going to get it until we get closer because it doesn't do anything right now. It would just be a dead point. Okay, what do we have? Mist Away. We already have an item that's giving us Slip Away or whatever, so that's kind of not needed. We could Drain. We haven't really needed that. Magic attacks gain Morale Drain. That could be useful. 90% chance of inflicting Misfortune. I do like Misfortune. We could Curse. I don't love that. We're not really that type of character. Attacks and debuffs give status vulnerability. I don't think we need... There's a certain point where we just don't need more. Rule. When an enemy unit fumbles, this unit gains 5 max HP until the end of combat. I'm in. We have Vicious Mockery once we have that. Cool. I did not resurrect the guy, but that was last turn. We didn't have 250. Well, let's do that now before I do forget, because I certainly was going to. All right, so we want crypt, Makult, resurrect, you, resurrect, rise, Makult, rise. All right, go govern your city. There you go. He's back, boys. He's back. I probably should have been producing units down here while I've been gone. We'll take 1, 1, and 1. Yeah, none of you. Stupid cat. You can stay in my crypt. Get captured. Oh, you. All right, this was not the turn that I was able to send. Yeah. Next turn. Okay, nice turn. Ambitious dreams. Droog 8. Waiting outside your quarters. Oh, Elder Sire, I had a vision in my dreams last night. There was a fearmonger revered by the masses. Next to him was a conqueror, surrounded and appreciated by the ones he loved. This seems to be a sign to change my destiny as a duelist. What renown shall I seek? Winning a siege battle is a lot more doable than most of these. All right, give me a conqueror, Droog. I believe in you. Okay, but we are already over our 3-hour mark by a decent amount, so I'm gonna make a save here, and we are gonna call you Delve YouTube Play Stream 2. Save. Gotta be very specific when I save games these days. I don't know when we're necessarily gonna be back. We may stream on Sunday, we may stream on Saturday, we may stream on Monday. I'm not sure when I'm gonna finish this. The reason being is I do want to do some Where the Wind Meets. I think that's gonna be very interesting. So I may do a bonus stream on Saturday, or I may stream that on Sunday. I'm not 100% certain. It's going to be a little bit awkward. So that's going to be at some point this weekend, and we are going to finish this. I just don't know what day this is necessarily going to be. I do feel like we're going to finish this in one more stream, though. If I get these two allied, then we just got to kill blue. That'll be relatively quick. And if we kill blue and one of these isn't allied, then it'll just take us some time to march to their city and kill them. So, yeah, I don't think this is gonna take too long, which is about on par. I seem to be able to finish these in 3 to 4 streams, so I like that quite a bit. Interest wanes every stream, so you have to finish games quickly or no one watches the end. So it just is what it is. Zap to life. That's right. Bats will have their peace. That's right. There'll be peace when there's nothing but vampires left. Yep, Friday will be Dom. Yep, no changes there or anything. I may not have that scheduled. I should probably do that before I forget. But yeah, we'll be at regular time for that. Okay, guys, that's going to be it for me. Thanks for hanging out. If you didn't already leave a like, I'd appreciate that. That helps me a ton. If you're not subscribed, I hope I've earned your subscription tonight. Love to see you back. And thank you for all the support. I had a couple gifted subs tonight. Always appreciated. I'm going to go ahead and sing us out here with an ad, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Babble out.